Gotta get into the groove.
Hey everybody, how are you doing today on this lovely Thursday afternoon? Here we are on Tales from the Grim. We are proud to be doing a one-shot of the Spy Game. And we have Sam, the co-creator and creator of the Spy Game, here to take us through as our very own handler. And the best part about it, we've got Sam, and we've got the OG Encounter Roleplay Cthulhu team back together for one more ride. As I said in my tweet, we're not against Cthulhu, but I guarantee you this group is going to go crazy one way or the other. So before we go forward, let's go back to figure out who we are, who we'll be playing, and all that fun stuff, and then get into the majesty that is the Spy Game. Let me drop straight down to Pruitt. Pruitt, my friend, how are you doing today?
Let me tell you something, Greg. Today is an auspicious day. Now, for those of you that don't know what auspicious means, you should go check out Firefly. It's really great. I'm doing awesome. I can't wait to get into some crazy spy action. I was raised on James Bond, and yes, I know that's probably not the best thing to raise a child on. He's not a good role model. He's a womanizer and an alcoholic, and he does dangerous things all the time, but damn it, here I am. 40 years old and a productive member of society, so it can't be too terrible. I will be playing the Face, otherwise known as Jace Halliday, and he knows his craft and he knows it well, and not much else.
Fantastic, Jace Halliday. That sounds like a 1980s cartoon character that was like, it was a cast off of a possible pilot for Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I couldn't love it anymore. And speaking of an actual pilot for Voltron, let's go over to my buddy Don. Don, how are you going to be doing? Or who are you and how are you doing today? And I'm excited. Let's go.
I'm doing great. I'm going to be doing even better. And I am going to be playing Theodore Crowley. Theodore is a professor of biology at The Ohio State University. Used to be something of a track star back in the day. He's old now. He was a track star in 1964, so he's a little bit past his prime, but he's still a valuable question mark member of the group, and I'm just real excited to be with you all again.
Fantastic, buddy. And I will ask everybody, since I've already forgotten Pruitt's name, let's make sure we have them up in the art chat so we can refer to ourselves as what we're supposed to and help Sam out a bit. And let's go over to a fella I haven't had a chance to play with for a while, but played with my first year of streaming. Tom, buddy, welcome to the channel, and you're a damn good sight to see.
Oh, it's really good to be here. Can we just say fuck time differences? That's the main thing that's been the main stopping block, unfortunately. But it's fantastic to actually be here to play with all you guys again. We've had so many good times together. And I'm sure we're going to have plenty more to come. I'm Redundant UK, or Tom, as everyone calls me. I'll be playing a character called Neville Schmidt. He's a character that has a basic understanding of first aid. So so if you've got a boo-boo, he's going to be there to patch you up. Yeah.
So like, any Call of Cthulhu doctor, a basic understanding of first aid, right?
Yeah.
You have like a 50% chance of helping us get better. All right, awesome.
That's it.
Let's go over to Lindy. Lindy, how are you doing this afternoon in the middle of moving and whatnot? But the team is complete with Lindy here. Thank you so much for being here. How are you this afternoon?
I am good. I was really worried I wasn't going to be able to make my goals today and have to skip this to pack, but I did it! I've trudged long and hard and through a lot of pain and painkillers to be here, but I'm here, and I will be playing Renee Dubois, the Infiltrator, and I'm just excited to be here and find out what we're going to be spying on, infiltrating maybe. We'll see. Who knows?
Fantastic. And before I hand it over to the man of the hour, Sam, I will let everyone know that I am going to be playing the technician, Chappie Masters. I'm hoping for a van, I'm hoping for a computer, and I'm hoping for a chair to sit behind the computer in. There, you know my character completely. Let's get ready. Let's do some gadgets. Let's do some spy stuff. Sam, take us away, my friend.
So you have one last gadget pick. So Greg, as a technician, has some tech points. He's got 4 gadgets as part of his player character, as part of his class features. But you've got a few tech points to spare, and all you can do with them really is get another gadget slot. So for this mission, do you want a spy van?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's it. Computer, truck with something on the side of it.
Can it have a unicorn fighting a dragon on the side of it?
Yeah, sure.
Inconspicuous is the name of the game.
Yeah.
Who would think?
And what's ridiculous is Spy Van hasn't been yet on my list of cool gadget things. So there is a whole vehicles chapter coming up, but yeah, I haven't actually put that on there yet. So that is a really good shout. So computer links up all to your surveillance-y stuff. Unicorn fighting dragon on the side.
And we'll say that the unicorn and everything, it's part of some type of molecular paint that we who we lose? Dawn?
Lost Dawn.
Dawn will be back. Don't worry.
God
about it.
damn it!
Comes back.
Mission hadn't even started yet.
They got him. So we'll say that it's an inconspicuous, but if I flip a switch, the unicorns and dragons start fighting.
Nice, little kind of weird. Well, so I set the spy game in tomorrow, so very not too distant future. So that could totally be actual holographic-y type stuff on the side, or kind of weird holographic paint with little lasers kind of pointing up and showing stuff. That would be cool. All right. While Don's away, I should stop rapping on about weird spy vans and probably talk about the spy game. We are officially in our last 24 hours. Oh boy. And it's been amazing so far. Don's back. Hello, Don. We are currently on about £28,500. I don't know what that converts to for you Yanks, but that's quite a bit of money. And we've got literally 24 hours to go. The campaign finishes up 10 p.m. tomorrow UK time, so at about 5 o'clock Eastern. And we just want to see how far we get. We've got some awesome stretch goals coming up. We're going to be upgrading our GM screen with some reference sheets and pre-gen characters, another panel on it, so it goes from 3 to 4. And then we've also trying to stretch for our supplement, which is the Evil Genius supplement, where out of all the suggestions and all the ideas that James and I bandied around, that seemed to be the most popular, where you can actually play your own evil supervillain with a lair and henchmen and all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, so cool, campy, fun times if we can unlock that. So the PDF comes first, and then the hardback if we can kind of stretch further for that. And then also an alternate set of dice is on the cards as well if we get to the heights of 52,000. So all to play for. We'll see how far we get. But for now, we have a mission. I would like you folks to tell me who the agency is that you work for. Who is your agency? It can be just the 5 of you, and plus a handler, so me. Or it can be a larger agency that you work for. I always like to throw this out, and it be a kind of fictional agency, rather than I work for the CIA and all this kind of stuff. Who is your cool agency? Any ideas?
I'd like it to be quite a big agency.
All right.
So they have A team, B team, C team, the dregs, we're below the dregs.
Speaks for yourself, man.
I quite like the name the dregs.
Or DREGS, dregs.
What we need is some awesomely kind of like shield thingy. Like, it's not anagram, is it?
No.
Something else. We need one of those things. Danger, recovery. No.
Danger, recovery, emergency, grenade.
Squad. Hey. It's on dregs.
I don't know. I mean, can we just? I mean, does anyone disagree with dregs?
So, no, I like.
Fill
If
in
we can find out, we need a good acronym though.
Yeah.
Like
Fill in the gaps as we go.
Department of Routine
And
Investigations.
Well, we got espionage, right?
Espionage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that's better.
Can we work? Yeah, can we work Cthulhu in
Global.
there somewhere?
what about Department of
global.
Recon, Espionage,
Global Services.
Global Services? Done.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Dregs.
Dregs. Department of what was it? Reconnaissance.
Recon.
Oh yeah, recon espionage, global services.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite make sense as a sentence. But
Well, that's the thing. Instead of department, we need another word for the D, because then it could be, whatever recon.
There's so many words for the
global
D.
service.
Do we want a big D? I mean,
Well,
do we
that's
want
the only thing I could bring here.
direct?
Direct.
direct espionage, direct recon and espionage global services. That works.
Or global service. If you don't say services, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But I think the point stands.
that could work. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that makes somewhat sense.
Cool. So
Global service. Yeah.
then, who am I? Who is your handler? Are they even a person? What's their gender? What's their name? What's their code name? How do I get in touch? All that kind of stuff. Who am I?
I think you should be like a faceless, kind of like a Charlie, but like non-gendered. You're just like a computer voice on our smartwatches or whatever.
Okay.
One of those things. But we actually know who you are. Like, you work in the office and we work with you every day, but we don't know who you are.
So I could be anyone in the office.
Exactly. But when you talk to us,
Yeah. So you've got all the different researchers and all the different clerks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That way, there's reconnaissance and espionage going on inside its own department. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
Also, you probably run HR too.
Yeah.
Am I just HR?
You are.
Yeah, no, you could be HR.
Just
Yeah, that would be awesome, because that if we whenever you have an agent in trouble and you've got to call in and you have to do a secure line, you call into a big company and you're like, yeah, I need HR, and that's how we get.
Yeah. All right.
And also, you're responsible for hiring this group, so your ass is on the line too.
Wow. This HR is going to get fired.
Yeah. Immediately.
Into the sun. Cool. All right. Well, I haven't quite got a funky briefing actually all written up, but I do have the objectives to mind and everything. Cool. So I'm gonna give it a go. So you are all aboard a small chartered plane to Switzerland, Europe. And you'll remember the Windows Media Player, green, fuzzy, speaky thing. So that's what you see on the screen in front of you to start with when HR calls through. And they tell you that you are going to Switzerland on an assassination mission. The head of a large Russian organized crime mafia gang, Victor Maximovich, his daughter is getting married in this Swiss chateau in the mountains. She's having a winter wedding Villa's surrounded by snow. And Maximovich is using this as the perfect excuse to meet business interests and his allies as well. Your mission is to infiltrate the wedding, crash the wedding, some might say, and covertly neutralize Victor Maximovich. While you won't fail the mission, should you be discovered, the agency will disavow all knowledge of you being there, and we will not come and help you. So discretion is key to getting in, completing the mission, and getting out. Commendations are going to be provided if you folks do this without being spotted, leaving no evidence, all that kind of cool hitman stuff. Any questions?
Do we have like covers to be at the wedding? Like are we on the invite list?
A list of equipment pops up on the screen before you, and you should have all had this handout.
Yep.
Showing up on your screens as well. This is a selection of equipment that I've picked out as a gear pick for you to select from. I'm going to let you make 4 selections out of the possible. I think there's about 8, 9 in here out of everything. Let's just go through these, and these are in addition to Greg's technician plus feature gadgets that he personally gets as well. So yeah, there are 2 cover identities on the list if you would like them. 2 invitations to the wedding, intercepted invitations of a couple that could not make it. Invitations don't need to be shown, but the paper copies have been provided for any suspicious guards. You can also have a cache of silenced light pistols for the whole group, if you like. The silenced light pistols are made available for everyone. They will be noticed by a pat-down or an inspection. They're not that small. When you fire a weapon equipped with a suppressor, it cannot be heard within its long range, and within its short range at DC 15, Wisdom Perception check is required to detect the shot. You can also have some radios with covert earpieces. So that's a 2-way radio set with ultra-high frequency wave bands that you can speak to each other with. These, so the covert earbud that you'll be using is wireless, is flesh-colored to the operative, and has one of those cheeky collar or kind of cuff microphones that you can use to speak into quietly as well. There is on offer a nerve agent in liquid form. Nerve agents are clear, deadly, and highly toxic liquids that are incredibly difficult to wash away and break down the nervous system. Targets coming into skin contact with a nerve agent become stunned. While they are stunned, at the end of their turn, the victim must make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the victim takes 3d6 toxic damage or half as much damage on a successful one. It's pretty nasty, but pretty lethal. There is also on offer a second skin. This is a prosthetic disguise of a specific individual as a full head mask. Yeah, the Mission Impossible favorite. You get advantage on charisma deception tests to appear as this person. It can be made to just be like a more generic person, someone that isn't an actual copy of someone's identity, if you just like to have some kind of incognito disguise. And that also is, as a separate gadget on offer, comes with a voice modulator stuck to the neck of the front of the vocals, the agent's vocal cords. The small electronic device changes your voice to that of a specific subject or changes their pitch to mask their identity. You get advantage on charisma deception tests to sound like a specific individual. And there is also on offer an exploding pen. The sophisticated ballpoint pen contains a powerful explosive and is primed with a 4-second fuse after 3 clicks, while another 3 clicks will disarm it. As an action, you can prime and throw the pen up to 60 feet. Each target within a 15-foot radius must make a dexterity saving throw. It's normally DC 15. On a failed save, they take 2d6 fire damage and 2d6 force damage, and half as much on a successful one. You can also get a radio jammer. It's just a handheld device that blocks radio signals within a 50-foot radius by broadcasting its own radio wave white noise on the frequencies used by devices in the area. Radio devices such as two-way radios, radio base stations, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi cannot send or receive data if you do that. You can also get a garrote watch. This watch is simply disguised to conceal a garrote string that can be drawn from the watch by turning and pulling on the watch's crown. And last but not least, you can have some C4, otherwise known as Semtex. These so-called plastic explosives resemble slabs of wax. Hard and translucent when cold, these explosives warm up when needed and then can be coaxed in to take on various shapes. C4 requires a detonator to set off remotely by an external trigger, and that will be a simple dead man switch for you guys. That is what you have on offer. Greg, you used your tech points for a spy van. So you guys have got the Dragon versus Unicorn spy van. Anything stand out there that you folks would like to get? So you've got 4 options. Speak amongst yourselves. Make sure everyone is on board with the choices that you like.
Do you want me to tell you what I have so you guys don't double up in case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Chappie has the ability to do the following. He has AR glasses, which allow me to basically get readouts and whatnot of anything that I can see and tag as I'm getting communication. So I have basically my own Tony Stark glasses when I need them. That's more me. But I also have a miniaturized 360-degree camera that enables me to use the glasses, spy in, and then relay information that I see to you all, provided one of you wears it like a button or, a gauge or something. I mean, however you guys want to do it.
So those crazy like Google cameras that are like on the cars and stuff that you can like. So I imagine that almost, Greg, that if you've got your AR glasses on, it's like being in VR. Like you can look around and like all that kind of stuff. So if it's pinned to somebody, then there's going to be a blind spot. There is always like a tiny blind spot, like on the stand, like directly down. Otherwise, you have it. Oh yeah.
I was going to say, if Lindy was one of the people infiltrating and she had a hairpin, she could put it right on top of her head, and then you'd get a nice 360 view.
I'm totally in. I'm totally down. Okay. My other thing is I have what's called a Babel earpiece. So if anybody is speaking in any known language, and I believe if I'm correct with this, Sam, any type of code that can be amalgamated from known languages, I can get at least a rough idea of what they're saying and then relate it to you all through your microphones. And then the other thing I have is the Dirt Box, which is perhaps my personal favorite. The Dirt Box, if one of you all take it in, it looks like a pack of cigarettes. If you take it in, if anybody within 100 feet of you uses a cell phone to call somebody, I can answer.
So this stuff exists, right? So these dirt boxes, they're used by like surveillance services and police around the world to capture people's conversations and stuff. They essentially they appear like the best signal to your cell phone, and so your cell phone will automatically go, "Oh, I'll use that satellite that link because it's the best. It's got the best signal." And so they then just capture all the stuff that goes through it. So it's not just like one person's cell phone. It's everybody's cell phone in like 100-foot radius.
Now, Sam, I had one. This is me as the player trying to work one extra gadget out of you. I didn't know that I'd have to spend my tech on the van. I thought that we just have a van. But is there any way that I could like say that the Babel thing is part of the van, or is there like a way?
Well, it's like well, you got a choice here. You can either have it as part of the van, so it's integrated its software into your computer and into that kind of stuff, or it is a little earpiece that sits in somebody's ear.
Okay, I'd rather have it be the van, and I'll just relay it to everybody as it's coming in, because I really wanted my fourth one, which is my laptop sentry gun. So I'm done. You all pick whatever you want. I'm Tony Stark. Have fun for the next 3 hours being not Tony Stark.
Except you get to be Tony Stark in a van.
I don't hear anything wrong with that sentence, Sam.
No, I mean, that's fine.
Tony Stark without the danger? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, I nominate the cache of pistols because you said that is one for everyone for one item, right?
Yep.
I was going to nominate that. I mean, technically, it's on my sheet, so I have one, right?
Mhm.
But I guess it's not silenced because it doesn't say silence.
I guess that depends on like who's good at who would use that. I know that I wouldn't personally use pistol.
Is it a simple ranged weapon?
It is, yeah.
I could use it.
I mean, I can use it.
Baton, a knife, and a taser.
Yeah, I've got a knife and a pistol, so just
we could all. Do the covert identities cover all of us if we pick that one too?
No, there are 2 covert identities.
Yes. I feel you still need. I feel getting 2 people inside is pretty important. I feel getting 2 people in would be pretty.
Yeah, I mean,
we could take the pistols and the 2 covert identities, and we could all go inside except for Chappie.
It's true.
Now, wait. The 2 covert identities, is that 2 sets of 2 or just 2?
No, that's just 2.
Just want to make sure.
It's a couple, isn't it?
Could we take 2 sets of 2 if we picked it twice?
No, these are already on offer once. Stop breaking it. Rick's already broken it.
They have the earpieces, the 2
Sam, we're gonna squeeze you for everything.
Yeah.
Good.
I think
that's
good
probably
as well.
how we hear.
Yeah, no, definitely earpieces. Wait, but you said that was only between 2 people, or does that cover everyone also?
Sorry, no. So I say 2-way radio in that it can broadcast to. So it's lingo.
But we all get.
You all get radio.
Oh, well, definitely we got to talk. We got to be able to talk.
Be in contact with Chappie.
Yeah. So we get the radios. I still vote for the pistols. Most of us can still use one. Chap, you might need one also. In case
everyone can use those simple pistols.
Yeah. Is that 3?
The identities
That's
is
3.
3.
Yeah.
4.
I say the garrote wire. No, I already have a garrote wire.
I really
I'm a fan of nerve gas. I'm for the nerve liquid. Sounds pretty good.
I like the nerve agent.
Yeah, I don't need one of the guns either. I'm like armed to the teeth out in the van. So
Get one anyways.
It doesn't hurt to have a backup. Come on, if you go down, we go down. You're the Tony Stark.
It's true.
Listen, I'll never use that gun, but okay, it's okay. I've got a lot of
Why would he use it? He's got a laptop that turns into a remote turret.
It's true.
If he has it, one of us could run back out to the van if we lose one of ours and get it.
That is true. We just have a backup.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, sure.
So we have one item left, and we're talking about the nerve agent.
Yeah.
Because also having the one that blocks radio communication could be good too.
I was thinking that.
And
would it block our own?
But it would block our own
communication.
Well, yeah, it could. It would block our own. But if we're in that moment right before somebody's about to be like, whatever, we need to have a code word and just be like, the going dark code word, and you hit the button. But nerve agent's good.
Yeah, we do have to be covert about assassinating him, so the nerve agent could.
Well, I got a garrote wire and a silenced pistol, and Theodore's got his hands. I'm just saying we have multiple options. That's just
I personally just want an exploding pen.
Well, that's the thing is my last one was going to be one of the explosion also, like exploding pen or the C4, something to make shit blow up.
I feel like an exploding pen would work.
You want to do Plan B?
Plan B is always on the table.
That's usually our Plan A, but I don't think that it should be our Plan A in a covert operation.
We never use Plan A. It's always straight to Plan B or Plan C.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say
Plan C. What might help you guys out as well is you can all see the first floor as well, and I'll take you through the others because I've got everything else on a GM layer, haven't I? Just to make sure. Yeah. So we can have a look at this building. HR's provided you with intel on the actual location itself, so we don't have to guess too much. So the first floor, really. So you've got this kind of like central area, and then 2 wings on either side. The rear of the house, the chateau itself, is made of this cylindrical. It might even used to be like a tower or something back in the day, but it's a cylindrical ballroom that they're holding the actual ceremony and stuff in. Okay. So on the first floor, you've got that, and then on the right-hand side is more of the kind of servants' quarters and the kitchens and stuff. On the left-hand side, or let's call the west and the east. So on the west-hand side, you've got all the actual recreational areas, so like libraries, breakfast room, dining room, all that kind of cool stuff. you're all, spies, been doing this, level 3, been doing this for a little while. So obviously the windows are all essentially entry points if you can jimmy them open or if you can break them open or anything like that. The front gate there, I've put a couple of guards there. It's going to be guarded by a couple of like the mafia boys, But that essentially is just a little staircase up. It's also got 2 little staircases down into the basement. And interestingly enough, the intel from what HR has gathered is that downstairs is going to be used to actually house guests that need to stay.
I like the room labeled buried bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Let's go check that one out first.
But it seems as though like the dormitories that are on the western wing are going to be used to actually house guests if needs be. So the smaller, the thinner staircase at the front of the building, that's how you get down to this basement level. And then there isn't really many other ways to get down here apart from through the servants' quarters, I think. And through a secret passage we have plans for on the western side as well. That's just under the kitchen staff dormitory. Some of the information on this diagram may be out of date.
Goblin's Grotto, maybe,
Yeah.
I like the
one.
yeah.
Cave, yeah. It's like, I thought this wasn't Call of Cthulhu. Same.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
This is a
Hold up, this is a trick.
Call of Spythulu.
Yeah, man. Spies of Cthulhu. And then on the second floor, if we pull yourselves over to there, we've got a similar layout to the first floor, except we've got those more bedrooms and stuff like that. We're not sure as the agency where certain guests will be staying, but it's likely that the bride and groom will have probably a bedroom, maybe a bedroom each as before they actually go through the ceremony. And we expect Maximovich to be staying in one of the larger bedrooms too on this second floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Not sure where yet.
Now, the only other thing I'm thinking of, the invitations that we got from the couple that's not going. Have we run our info? Like, how connected are they to Victor? Meaning, how well does he know them? If we show up, using these invites, and you don't look anything like Peter,
Intel suggests that they don't know each other that well.
Okay, that's perfect.
There's no record of them meeting yet. There's no record of any actual business relation yet. So it could be that they're meeting for the first time to actually discuss something like that.
All right. Did we end up taking the face-off thing?
Well, that's the only reason I was thinking about that is if they knew each other, then I was gonna be like, can we please take that? But yeah, if they don't know each other, then I think we'll be okay with that. I mean, being the face is what I do. I mean,
so far we have the cover identities, silence light pistols, radios, and then I think the fourth thing is what
do we want to settle on? Nerve agent or explosives?
That nerve agent's really powerful because it stuns too. And DC 20.
It's one dose?
One dose.
Yeah, it turns out nerve agents are pretty fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC 20s are really
Who
difficult
knew?
saving throw for.
Hey,
All right, let's go for the nerve agent.
I'm down with any of that.
Let's do it. Let's go nerve agent. Come on, why not?
We
Why
can
not?
we can still make an explosion happen if we need to.
I mean, yeah.
There's plenty of booze.
There's
There's
kitchens.
plenty.
There's booze. You just
Okay,
have to
we
so
need
put
something
hats
to
on.
walk away from at the end. Something has to blow up, and we all have to walk away from it.
We can get down in the boiler room of the house. It's fine. And is this like on top of like a mountain or something?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is part of a ski lodge when
We're going skiing later, bitches.
when
Yeah. Yeah.
You and your
We
friends.
can't bring parachutes. You know what?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Have the chute pop out, camera
Yeah.
zooms in on the Union Jack. Cue the music.
That's it. That's
Yes.
it.
This whole adventure is just the prologue. All right. Nerve agent sounds great.
Cool.
All right. How do you want to set up the infiltration then? first and foremost. So I presume that Chappie is just staying in the van.
Yeah, he's at the van at the base of the mountain. No.
What? I'm not that far away. I'm in my van, because we discussed the holographic capabilities of said van, is mirroring whatever the caterers' vans look like, and is just pulled into like the parking lot filled with what I'm assuming would have to be a pretty extensive caterers network to feed all of these people high-end culinary delights. And yes, that's why he's going to be just parked like off to the side a bit. But what I was going to say is Chappie can, as you all go in using his cameras that he has on you all, Sam, just to go ahead, he's going to note anybody that looks like a guard and whatnot and tag them in his cameras. So he'd be able to notice if they come back to a room, if somebody's gone, or if there's a pattern to arrivals and disappearances and things like that. So Chappie's going with the math. He's looking for geometry of, guard patterns and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Like with your augmented glasses, you can tag people and stuff. Yeah, no problem.
Well, I vote that Jace and Renee are the couple going in.
Is Neville stealthy?
No, he's not.
Neither's Theodore.
Fuck.
That doesn't mean we can't do it. We can still pull this off.
Well, okay, if we're pulling up the caterers, can we just beckon some caterers over and be like, hey, give me a light?
Disguise, just go in as caterers.
The two stealthiest should probably be the ones without the identification.
Yeah.
Because
I'm super stealthy. I'm an infiltrator.
I'm a face, so I'm kind of stealthy. I mean, I can at least pretend.
No, I feel that the stealthy ones should be the ones in broad daylight. I just got this feeling that they'll need it. Because they can just slip away, then, can't they, and move around fairly freely.
Yeah, and they could always draw out somebody that we can find a disguise. We can make this.
We'll be fine. Don't worry,
Tom. We're fine.
This is gonna be like
I'm like 75 years old.
Pirates this time.
Oh wait, you're 75?
I see Chappie driving home alone after this. It was awful. They're all dead. HR, they're all dead.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh god, we're so screwed.
Just don't be a pirate this time, Dom. Be okay.
So who is going with the cover identities?
Yes, it's Jason Renee.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's what I get paid to do, so.
I'm just going to pop you.
Never get to walk in the front door.
Oh, I moved the wrong counter. Good on me. Done.
I mean, unless like Theodore, you want like me, and I bring my dad instead of a wife. Bring your dad to what? To.
I think he'll be okay either way.
Yeah.
All right. So what's Neville and Theodore? What are they doing?
We're going in disguised as caterers, right? I think that was the plan.
Yeah.
That was how we were going to get in.
Do we have like in our dossier? Do we know the catering company? Have we done research on their uniforms?
Well, seeing as we have their van, I would hope so.
Or we do.
Well, it's disguised as their van. I would imagine there's been some.
I'd imagine it's disguised as a fairly generic Swiss catering company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could we get fairly generic Swiss catering uniforms then?
Does anybody have?
Oh no!
I have disguise kit.
Okay, you've got disguise kit. Does anyone have an infiltration?
I don't have.
I want to say kit.
Oh,
I do. I have an infiltration
do.
pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have infiltration. Yes.
I believe an infiltration pack has a civilian uniform in it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I had disguise kit and a forgery kit if we need help with any kind of icons on the van or anything like that.
Nice. All right.
Forge him some name tags to go with the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll work on name tags for the caterers.
Okay. So we don't have any intel on exactly how their IDs are going to appear. So you'd need to get some information on the ground first and be able to knock up that forgery on site.
Okay. Yeah, we just pull up. Renee and I can get out of the car and have a smoke and near the caterers and ask them for a light. Bring them over so we can at least get a look at them. Chappie can see it through the glasses.
Garçon.
Okay, so I imagined that you guys were up by the front, actually, about to head in. But if you want to be with the caterers around the side, I can move you around.
I mean, we can work our way around. That guy's pretty freewheeling. He's a man of the people. He came from nothing.
All right, so let me just get this from the GM's layer.
I mean, not Jace, but the character he's playing right now.
Yeah. So the two of you stand a few feet off from the catering van that contain the other three agents. There are two servants stood out the back door, just leaning against the wall, casually chatting, having a cigarette.
Mm.
They are chatting in German.
Shit. I know French. Do you know
I'm
German?
French. I'm French. I should have picked a German character with a German name and not.
They are Swiss.
What are they chatting about?
I don't know what that means as an American, Sam.
Okay, so they might speak both French and German.
But what are they chatting about through the babble? Can I hear what they're actually like discussing?
Yeah, they're pretty pissed off of how these Russian guys have come in and just like taken over. They're treating people pretty bad.
Perfect.
It's just the usual like servers grumble. Isn't she a bitch? Yes, she is.
Yeah.
I'm going to spit in her food. Not really. They'll get me fired. That kind of thing.
Perfect.
Jace, they're pissed about the Russians.
Well,
Yeah,
everybody's
they're
pissed
gonna
about
get
the Russians.
All right. Oh, just so you know, man, they're pissed about the Russians.
Perfect. I'll use it. What are the names on our that we're impersonating on the invitations?
Chat.
Missing
What are the
Frank.
names
Okay, yeah. Let's throw that
on
to
the
chat.
invitations?
So yeah, but I'm gonna go around there, pop a cigarette out of my case, and just kind of do that thing where I just beckon and I assume they're gonna come over. Because the way I'm dressed.
I can imagine that you do that, and just and Greg, just over the Babel earphone, you just like, oh, not another fucking one.
They're very happy with you.
Merci. And I'm gonna be parlez-vous français?
Yeah, they speak French. Yeah.
And basically, I'm just gonna be like, oh, thank God, all these fuckers speak Russian. I cannot stand Russians. Do any of you have a light? I just need a light, and I'm gonna just try to get a good look at their name tags and just engage in some light banter.
Sure. I'd like you to roll me the first roll of the game. A charisma deception check, please.
Charisma deception it is.
Need to have a little look at this. All right, 15's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a man and a woman. The man offers you a cigarette and feels around for a lighter. The younger woman, probably very early 20s. It's probably one of her first full-time jobs. You get the kind of young vibe from her. She like tuts, and then she pulls out her lighter, and he's like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I had to get yours," and then gives it to you.
I'll take it from her and just. You have to do these more often.
Yeah.
It's cool. You know, I'm one of y'all, right? As I sit there in my nice suit.
Yeah.
So what's the score with this family? They pay their bills?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. You can tell they're being quite cagey because of like how you're dressed and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, this is a great conversation, guys. I'll check you inside.
All right. So you wanted to get their badges?
Yeah, I just want to stay long enough for the man in the van to get a good look via his goggles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, I don't have to do anything. If he's got that camera on, on lovely Renee's head.
All right, Greg, roll me a intelligence infotech check, and I want you to do it with advantage because of the assistance you're getting from the camera in Renee's hairpin and the conversation from Jace.
What is that? Investigation? Or what is that? Like?
No, so that is infotech will be a custom skill. If you don't, you should have it. If you don't have it on the sheet, just roll me a straight intelligence check. Down the bottom left-hand side.
Your passive perception.
Yeah, we've got some custom skills going on.
Yeah, I don't have intelligence infotech. So just a straight intelligence, you say?
Yeah, straight intelligence check.
Am I there because I have intelligence info check? Am I staring at his screen?
Yeah, I was thinking because he had the AR glasses, but you could, like, you're all in the spy van. You could all be working away at it. So yeah,
I'll let the man do it. This is his speciality. I'm busy making a catalog of stuff.
For a tech guy, my intelligence sucks, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay.
Faith in you.
Okay. 12.
You got advantage.
And again.
Yeah. And you should
17.
There you go.
17's a good one. It took a minute at the beginning to get both of the tags because of the way that the woman was turned, but thankfully Jace stayed long enough in this weird stilted conversation for you to get a good look at the lassie's tag on her name and stuff. So you got both of their names. So you've got a couple of like catering names, or you've also got a good resolution of the actual badge, and you'll be able to forge it if necessary.
Okay, it also says that I can pick up things like people of interest, track people. I can also get personal information about them. Can I get their cell phone numbers?
All right, this would be for you a intelligence infotech check.
Okay. Can I use hacking tools? That's one of my things. Would that be?
Yeah. So hacking tools are actually like a pick of stuff that I didn't send you the equipment chapter as well as the gadget chapter. So I'll let you do this because you've got the van. Otherwise, the hacking tools are quite specific things. But it's about actual like hacking networks, like DNS attacks and all that kind of stuff. They're a bit like spells. They do very specific things individually. But for the sake of having the van and stuff, I'll let you add your proficiency as well.
Sure. Okay.
So proficiency +2.
9.
Okay. You get their social media accounts. You manage to like grab faces and kind of the van recognizes them, but unfortunately they don't have their cell numbers on those. That's all you've got managed to get for now.
Okay. I'll keep working. I'll troll them on Twitter.
So you're all a big company? Got a lot of people here?
Yeah, quite a few. Mostly like contractors and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all contract out a lot? A lot of different ones?
Yeah, something's this big, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You got to spread out. You got to spread the love, right?
I mean, I need people, so sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Always needing people. That's good.
Yeah, okay. He looks at his watch and he's like, yeah, we should go.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to keep him waiting. Well, y'all have a good one. Thanks for the smoke.
He just kind of waves back at you very kind of impolitely. Just a very quick look. Yeah, okay. And heads inside.
It's a very nice man. Smokes shit cigarettes, though.
They are awful, yeah.
Sam, could I tell if they were armed?
Sure. Maybe a perception check.
Yeah, I think I would have been looking for that as well, because she's not going to try to talk to mess it up.
Okay. Someone choose to roll and roll with advantage.
Would you like to do that? I already rolled one.
Once,
yeah, so
yeah. I mean, I think I have the exact same, so yeah, 16 works.
16.
All right, you don't see any evidence of them being armed. And comparing on earpiece just across from the van, comparing the two of you, having a little conversation, just like, see anything? And you're talking about different pockets of like people like down their back and stuff, any kind of specific places, and you don't see anything or any evidence of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only bulges are the ones that are supposed to be there.
Exactly.
I'll tag them as unarmed, and as long as they're within the range of the dirt box, if they decide to use their cell phones, that's when I'll capture their number, just to throw that out.
All right. Little measurement here. Okay, you're good.
Well, I mean, it should be pretty easy for y'all to filter in. A lot of contractors, so.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, shall we?
We shall.
He puts his arm out.
She'll take it.
And we'll stroll on around to the front, presenting our invites.
What's the name on these invites? Do we have names now?
We do. James put some great ones in chat. Oh, some really, really awful. Jacques von D'Artango and Jats O'Donoghue.
What about
No!
what about Jacques Von Tango? I do like that.
Jacques von Tango.
Jacques von
I'm Jacques
Tango.
Von Tango, and I'm here to dance.
That's perfect.
I'm claiming it.
And Yats O'Donoghue is a bit. Yats is very similar to Jack.
I could be. Let's see.
There's a Tiffany Boucher.
Yeah. Well, are we? Yeah. Well, okay. Are we married, or are we just a couple?
So there was an invite for Jacques von Tango and plus
Jacques
one.
Von Tango.
Plus one. Okay.
I'm definitely making a character named Jacques Von Tango.
That's good. I'm making a little list of awesome names for characters. That's definitely going on. the
It's
list.
definitely going to be a bard in my future.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Do we know what business Jacques Von Tango was in, or is in?
Yeah. Make me up an illicit business he can be involved in.
Cocaine.
Choreography.
Import export. Perfect. Yeah. In our chat it says import export.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No. I was going to say something with like hospital fraud, but yeah, sneaking cocaine in through hospitals.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Import export cocaine. Like in little parentheses. Yeah. That's it. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to play him much more jittery. Let me tell you something. I got a great idea for you. Okay. All right. I live in Austin. I've been around a few cokeheads.
Sure.
I guess I'm gonna write your name down so I don't forget it. Jacques Von Tango.
And my dear, what are you?
Tiffany. I can't do that last name. I can't pronounce that. That's
Pronounce it however you want to pronounce it, and that is how it should be pronounced. Bourgeois. Yeah, all right.
That is going to be spelled phonetically on my sheet.
I don't even know how to spell it. I just know how to say it. Bourgeois.
Phonetically should always be the way. Alrighty. So there are a few guests. So the timing of this is that you have arrived just as other people are arriving, so you're not alone here. But there's no queue through the door. People are just funneling in quite happily. The guards that are on the door, they are suited and booted, but they do look quite thuggish. Essentially are stood around being quite conspicuously bodyguard-like in a way. They're not asking for invitations, and you guys aren't going to be challenged heading in the door. So you're free to move on inside.
Okay. Yeah, Jacques, because he's Jacques, he pulls out his invite and walks up as he's walking into one of the guards and be like, Jacques Von Tango +1. Is this the party? Yes? Is the party here?
The guy actually is like smiles, like he's taking it seriously, like, yeah.
No, good. Come on, honey, let's go. I don't want to get there before all the tequila's drank.
And then And then Renee, you just see out the corner of your eye this guy just like shake his head slowly to his other mate, just like, what is this?
Yes. That's called conspicuous stealth, everyone.
I believe in you. All right, you should be able to move your tokens. So if you want to, you can move them around and stuff.
All right.
Go into the grand vestibule.
Service about to start, or we got some time?
You have a little bit of time. The service is due to begin in about half an hour.
Hmm.
Do you know if this is a Catholic wedding? This is going to take forever.
I haven't been one of those, thankfully. Russia, there are a lot of Catholics in Russia, right?
I've never been to Russia. I would not know.
I reckon this is going to be Russian Orthodoxy.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Did anybody stop me from smoking when I came in?
No.
Yeah, good.
I think she's going to be just scoping out the place as we walk in, being like, oh, look at the decor. It is magnifique. But she's really looking for cameras, that kind of thing, and getting a good, viewpoint for her hairpin camera too.
Nice. All right.
Marble, excellent. Also, the gold guild on the ceiling.
That's a lot of gold. You think it's real?
Of course.
Roll me that perception check.
That one.
So that 3 means you don't see any cameras, surveillance equipment in this room.
No.
You see the couple of guys stood, one to your left by the door to the breakfast room, and the other by the open doors into the central hall. And you can just see the stairs out in front of you there as well. Let's whisk ourselves back over to near the van. And you guys, the two of you both, Neville and Theodore, you're going to have got some basic, like these serving stuff. They've basically got like roughly what like Tom's got on it. It's like just white shirt, black tie, apron. Like you leave through some of the stuff you've got in the infiltration packs in the back of the van. You find a couple of aprons. They're a little short, just by a couple of inches to the long aprons that were being worn, but you'll get away with it if people don't like pry too much into your disguise.
Can I ask how big is the equipment that I carry, like first aid? Is this like first aid, or is it more compact because we're like so it can be easily like?
How would you like it to be?
Ideally, I would like it to be as compact as possible.
Tom's thinking prison wallet.
Yeah, well, not quite, but as compact as possible. So it's perhaps you could put it on. It's like an arm thing. You put it on your arm or something, and it's just wrapped around, and it just comes out like that, or some high tech stuff like that.
All right, sure.
Cool.
It's like is it like a web shooter that shoots out bandages and first aid? Is that what the side of your arm?
That is another gadget I need to put down here now. Write that down.
First aid gun.
Seal
I guess so. We're in disguises now at this point, right? We've got our disguises.
Yeah.
There's one thing. So I imagine that we can see them go the servants' entrance where they're all going in.
Yeah,
Is
there's
there
just
a
a few
guard?
steps up and into the back.
Is there a guard at that entrance? Okay, I'm definitely taking my silenced pistol and knife then.
Cool.
Theodore is dressed just like Neville with the apron. He's got his silencer rolled up into the apron, like in a little pouch there, hidden between a folded cloth, so it's not quite so bulgy. And he's older. He wears a hat. He's got like a walking stick that he kind of helps him along, and he's got like a little bar kit. It's like a metal cocktail shaker with the measuring glass on top folded into it, and then like a bar spoon sticking out of it, and like a bottle of like bitters sticking out of the top of it. And he's just got that in one hand. He's walking along with his walking stick in the other, trying to keep up with Neville.
As soon as Theo would leave the van, Chappie would basically be sitting there and say, Hey man, tell him you lost all your money in the market. They're not gonna believe it's someone. Well,
I did lose all my money in the market. That's why I have this job.
Really?
But yes, you remember 2008?
Rough on all of us.
So you're not just like some super spy that just stayed in the field like we were led to believe?
If I was a super spy, do you think I would be working for dregs?
I think it's time.
I'm very good though. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna warm up the van for no reason.
All right. Again, you folks should be able to move your tokens around and stuff, so you can feel free to move them around and that.
Let's get rid of that. So
we're just approaching this little side door here, right? Where the other two folks just went into.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go in there, but I'm going to go behind Neville.
Oh, you want to go behind me? Okay.
Yeah.
Head in.
He's a little slower with his cane.
There we go. I've head in.
All right. So in the scullery, there are a couple of chefs.
Mm-hmm.
There are some servers here as well who are grabbing plates of prepared hors d'oeuvres. See quite a bit of caviar here as well. Some nice, couple of fancy bottles of champagne and other wine as well, just on the side that have just been left here as people move about a bit. To your left, you've got the doorway into the corridor, and then a couple of windows to your right-hand side, but then no other exits that way.
Okay. I'm going to just head to the corridor and head out into the corridor and have a look. See, basically what I'm looking for are guards at this present moment.
Sure. All right. So walking through there, the length of the corridor, you don't see any guards specifically.
Okay.
You see there are a couple of doors that are ajar to your left and right-hand side. One to the left is in the bread pantry, and you do hear the rustlings of someone working there, just moving stuff around. To your right-hand side, pretty much the same. You see into the storage kitchen, and there's a server in there who's just like rearranging some stuff.
Okay. In that case, Neville's going to turn to Theodore and go, should we split up so we can look out, more?
That's a good idea. Cover more ground that way. What they always do.
That's right. What could go wrong? So find if there are any ways into, look for guards where they are, and we'll meet back here.
Right here, this spot.
Yes. This spot, this corridor.
Not just right outside. Well, okay. He turns around. He calls out to the people in the kitchen, the cooks and the people moving through. Where's the bar? I need to get to the bar.
So the guy just to the left of you on the map there turns, gives you a look, and is like, these are all young people, one of their first jobs. A lot of them are either in their very late teens or early 20s. And he's like, he speaks to you in German. In kind of a what the fuck in German.
He just said, what the fuck?
But so he specifically said what are you doing here, old man? Is there not a 50s cocktail party you should be bartending somewhere? So he's having a dig.
So, okay, he's listening.
Yeah, it takes you a second to relay that, and the kid's still standing there and kind of gives you
because the babble allows me to speak German as if it's a second language, I would like to feed in, you don't want to get your young ass kicked in front of all of your friends, do you? This is an aggressive answer. And he,
you tell me it's aggressive?
I tell this is an aggressive answer. You want
so
aggressive or passive?
Aggressive. He says in English, and then he says in German, You don't want to get your ass kicked in front of all of your young friends, do you? And he takes the shaker and the glass and he caps it, and he does like a couple of bartender's tricks, and he like flips the glasses up and catches them and slides them back in.
All right, I get it. Roll intimidation for me.
Okay. All right. Drops the glass, it shatters.
Can I get advantage with that because of my health?
Oh yeah, do I get an assist?
This is like a second language, so I'm gonna give you the assist is enabling you to do this, but this is like between the delay it's taken you to respond, and it's like anyone who is really looking, I imagine, would be able to tell that you're not really quite speaking properly and like getting this relayed into your head somewhere. There's just that weird disconnect like behind your eyes. So you say all this stuff and he's like, oh, hang on a second. And then you like drop the shaker and he's like, all right, whatever. Just turns around to stop thinking. The chef turns around and is probably like, you. And it's like pointing at you. And she says, I'll just go take this plate to the buffet. It takes a second to relay the information, but that's what he says.
He steps over the broken glass and sets the shaker down on the counter, never touches it again in his entire life, and goes and grabs the plate from him and says, oh, all right, oh, where's the buffet?
She just points like that way, like just like angry Gordon Ramsay style, just fuck off.
You got it, chef. And he gives a wink and starts to go off.
Oh my days. Amazing. I was not prepared for this. I knew it was going to be like this. I was not prepared. Alrighty. So you want to head off to the trophy room.
Oh, where's that?
So I'm gonna kind of intrude here. I'm gonna move you along to this starry salon, because what I want to do is recreate, just for my own pleasure, really, the Hitman moment in the current video games, where Diana just like stops all the action, just like that is so and so. So as you're walking through with this tray of hors d'oeuvres, there are a couple of people like steal a couple of things just as you go in the door. Let me grab as well the people that are actually in this room onto your token layer. Hopefully I won't have... Yep, that's perfect. All right. So you walk through the door. There's a guard immediately to your left-hand side. There are two on the either side of the large double doors that go through into the Lunar Ballroom. And there's a server on the other side who's just stood and is taking people, is kind of serving people hors d'oeuvres. As you walk through, you almost bump into an old Russian man with a big mustache, salt and pepper beard, and a like beautifully coiffed, kind of combed, like very, very light grey, almost white hair. And through your earpieces and relayed through as well to Chappie from the visual that you might be getting as well. Actually, not there, because no, they're down in the vestibule, aren't they? So you all hear, as you look at this old gentleman from HR, that is Victor Maximovich. So you've ID'd the guy. He's just to your right-hand side, within reach right now.
Is he talking to anybody?
No, he is going to walk right in front of you. And just to the right-hand side.
I want to spill the plate on him on accident. Like I'm gonna trip over my cane because I'm old. I'm moving along slowly. I trip over my own cane and accidentally spill the food right on his clothes.
All right. Pruitt?
Man.
Do you guys want to move up a little bit further while this has all happened?
Well, I was going to say at the mention of that's Victor, then Jace would immediately, let's check out this room through here and start heading that way.
I think you guys will have already moved enough through the kind of central hall this way.
Okay.
To just about be through the double doors as you all coalesce in the starry salon. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Bizarre. All right, cool. The starry salon. It's got weird starry wallpaper and like painted frescoes from the 15th century. I don't know. And just you walk through those double doors just in time to see Old Man Crowley spill an entire tray of caviar onto Victor Maximovich.
Oh dear.
In the cold Swiss night, a van starts.
Jace is going to go up very concerned, and in French, basically, I'm going to start berating Crowley, and just like like the Merovingian said, cursing in French is like wiping your ass with silk, and he's just going to let Jace have it and be like, "Do you know who the fuck this is? On his fucking daughter's wedding day? You better get the fuck out of here unless you want to end up running down the Alps."
And he turns, but as he does, he's got like a couple of dabs of hot sauce from the kitchen, and he like touches them to the corner of his eyes, so his eyes swell up, and he starts to cry. And he's an old sob, like, I'm sorry," and he starts to walk out back towards the kitchen.
Oh man. So it's also at that moment, just as Jace is berating him, that Victor and the two thugs that are by the door there immediately round on you, and they, unless you resist, grab you by both sides, and they're going to frog march you back through the vegetable kitchen.
Yeah, he's just crying and going along with it. He doesn't resist at all. I'm so sorry.
All right. Victor gives you like a slap on the head, like just like an angry dad or something.
Miss, please. And Jace will pull out a handkerchief and start like dabbing off the stuff and just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry."
You see as well a clearly somewhat more professional than the kind of thugs in suits that have been around the doorways. You see his bodyguard behind him. His bodyguard, like, nice black shirt with a black suit, sunglasses like your own, earpiece clearly visible with the wire. This guy is like about to step in front. Victor just stops him, and in French says, "No, thank you, friend."
Can't even good help. I mean, I know you paid for it, but you should talk to the manager of that catering company because your money is worth more than this.
I mean, who the fuck is this?
I mean, really? Are they only hiring retirees now? I mean, what the fuck is this? I mean, anyway, I am so sorry. By the way, I appreciate invitation. Jacques Von Tango at your service. Imports, exports. We haven't officially met, but I was hoping we could talk later.
Yeah. So he like walks forward, like knowingly, like, "Oh yeah, okay," and shakes your hand, and he says, "Yeah. So let's meet after the ceremony."
Of course, but
after the wedding breakfast and everything.
Yes, get the important stuff out of the way first, then we'll just have a talk.
Okay.
Sam.
Yeah.
During this, when Theo's getting marched out of here, Chappie's going to call to Neville and Theo and say to both of them, identifying that everyone's wearing an earpiece for them, he will simply say, "Hey, one of you guys could get the digital, box for their earpieces. That'd be nice. Someone could grab one of those."
What I was gonna be doing, well, Jace is, playing Jacques Von Tango and schmoozing up our target here. I want to be eyeing up his bodyguard, man.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to glean from that?
Oh, well, I'm trying to make eyes. Like, "Hey, how you doing?" And also seeing, what's he packing? How well armed is he? That kind of thing.
All right.
Size are up there, honey.
Not just what is he packing? What's he packing?
All
right. Cool.
Yeah. That way when I'm, giving him the once over, it's...
Yeah.
multi-purpose.
Sure.
So, what would you like me to roll for that?
Perception, please.
Perception. Excellent. 4. We're such bad agents.
Disaster spies.
What was the name of our group again?
Tricks.
Tricks. You don't see any visible weaponry or any impressions of weaponry on him.
Let's use his hands then. Real man. All right. I also, I'll see if I can get his attention a little bit. Okay.
All right, I'll let you roll a charisma check as well for that. I guess deception if you're not really willing to go through with it. I don't.
Oh, she's willing to go through with it.
I mean, sure, but this isn't actually like you fancy him and you actually want to, settle down with kids, is it? This is like a...
Does anyone really?
I mean, in this day, honey. 11. All right. Well, hang on. Passive wisdom. Let's actually use some rules. All right. Yeah. It's like, you can't see his expression, but just behind his sunglasses, you see him just glance over. Just like he can't stop. As you're kind of doing your thing. Tom, with Theodore being dragged out of here into the kitchen courtyard by a couple of thugs in suits, what are you wanting to do?
Well, he's heard that Chappie's requested, what was it, like a box for their communications or something like that?
Yeah, most of the time they'll probably have it plugged into a cell phone of some kind. If he can get a hold of that, just to get the two-way part of it.
So you want me to get a cell phone? One of theirs?
That the earpieces are plugged into or that they're linked to Bluetooth-wise, yeah.
Tom, flirting with the guard.
Right. Where would you, do you know where the guards would, be housed? Where their main center is?
No intel there yet.
You can get in their way when they're taking out Theo. You guys could all go down in a heap.
But yeah, I was gonna
play a little grab ass at the bottom. See if you can't come up with one of them.
I was literally gonna say, Theo, pull a Keystone Cops. You'll get that reference.
I've got an idea. Bear with me. And he's gonna head back to the scullery.
Okay.
And he is in French because he knows French. He's going to ask where the refreshments for the guards are going.
There are a couple of shakes of heads, like they're not sure. Could be that just these servers only facilitate up here. So there are obviously other servers in the other rooms in this wing. If you want to investigate those.
Yeah, I'll investigate the other servers.
Cool. All right. So let's kind of skip through that a little bit. Asking in a couple in the kitchen storage and the bread pantry. Then they indicate actually heading down again a little bit further down the corridor, and then they actually send you into the pantry where there is a server there, and there are some stairs down here, and essentially they're saying, oh yeah, all the mafia guys, they're all just downstairs here in the basement, but this wing, the east wing, so just down the stairs. And
okay, thank you, and so he's gonna head back and he's gonna start getting food, drink for them, and the plan is to go down into the place.
Cool. All right, but Don, how is your thing gonna go down?
So where are they taking me?
They take you out into the kitchen courtyard, where they've taken you just there. You don't see any through the window. You don't see anyone in the servants' hall. So I've not got anyone to reveal there. But where you are now here, if you look at those windows, there's no real clear angle on you. And a couple of them, they unbutton their jackets, their blazers. And then they're about to give you a kicking.
So let me ask you this. What else is in the kitchen courtyard?
It's like a little herb garden type thing, with just like stone pavement. The only two entrances are the one that they just brought you through to the north, and then in the kind of southwest side, that takes you through into the central hall. But that's closed as well. Both they closed the door on the way in as well.
All right. So as they're kind of leading over there, he's still kind of crying a little bit. He's not apologizing, but he will look to whichever one is a little shorter than the other one, and say, "You know, you look just like my grandson, Bobby. Have you ever met Bobby?" "Oh, this fork. I must have." And he's pulled out a fork from his little apron, and he's like, "Oh, will you hold this for me, Bobby?" And he kind of offers him the fork.
All right. The guy doesn't take it, and I'd like you to roll for initiative, please.
Okay.
So if you click your token as well, and then click your initiative button, then it'll give you the little turn order thing as well, which is handy. Just figure that out.
Oh yeah, I gotta click the. What do I click?
Click your token on the map, and then click your initiative button on your character sheet.
Oh, gotcha. I did it in the wrong order.
That's cool.
Let's see here. Boop-a-doo. Sorry, I'm working.
That's all right.
Tabs.
Like you guys were saying before we came live, like, you know, you use Roll20 like this for ages.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, although I do really enjoy it. All right, initiative. Aw, I like my first.
Oh, all right. So they all go first. He, instead of giving you the fork, punches you in the face.
Okay. He tries to.
Oh, well, he tries to. But he tries to twice. Because that's how I made them, apparently. What?
Yeah.
You got a knife? No, okay. So don't worry about the knife. Just the damage will be what? The damage will be 3. Okay. So 9 against your AC.
No.
Probably a no. All right. And a 13 against your AC.
So I think the 13 hits, unless I have, the 13 hits.
Because you've got unarmored defense, I believe, as your martial arts as well.
Yep.
But
so he doesn't dodge the first one so much as he just and he kind of puts up his hands, and he does it in such a way that the left hand comes up just quick enough to kind of look like it accidentally deflects the first blow.
Yeah. The second blow does land, though, lands in your ribs, does you 3 damage.
All right.
That is his turn, and now it's over to you.
And there's 2 of them, right? Is the other guy?
Oh, yeah, so 5th ed, right? They all go at the same time, don't they? All right, here's 2 more attacks.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that dirty, or is that, yes, a 16, so yeah. That's 3 more damage, and the last one is a 10, not going to hit.
Yeah, so he just kind of takes a couple of shots and he hits the back wall. He's still got the fork in his hand. He's, please, I'm sorry. Does it look like they're coming at him again?
Yeah, sure. Gonna give you
they're still okay. So he says, "I'm sorry," but the moment after he says that, he scissor kicks his right leg up into the air and he stretches up. It's like he gains 3 inches in a moment. And his goal is to, on the back swing of the scissor kick, knock the shorter of their heads down, even as he jams the fork up into his eye.
In your ear, you would hear, "Are you fighting?"
Yes, aggressive. With 13.
That is a yes from me. Yeah.
All right, so that's 4 piercing damage. I am going to spend a key point. So after the strike, he jams it up into his face. I don't know. Does he get the eye? Is that enough to take him down?
It's not. No. So you scratch it across his face. This is the guy to the left I'm putting it on, right? So yeah, you like it's close, and you scratch it. You can feel the chip of some bone as you scratch across his like upper jaw thing here, cheekbone, and it scratched across his face. It's like, ugh, like what the fuck? But both in a kind of what the fuck and I am actually about to kill you now kind of look in his eyes.
Right. So as soon as he scratches him on the face, he tells Chappie that he's fighting. He spins around, he jumps up off of a potted plant, double kicks off of the wall to his right, and then tries to split kick them in the air, one at each face with his 2 unarmed strikes. So he'll aim one at each of them.
All right.
The next question would be, are you winning?
Yes.
If nobody to call help.
All right, that first one on the left gun guy is a hit.
Okay, and then the second one, also a hit?
Yeah, it is. Both hits. What's your unarmed damage?
So that'll be an additional 5, so that's total of 9 damage now versus the first one, the scratched guy, and 5 damage versus the second guy. That's total, so 9.
Yeah, I forgot. You get D4 plus like whatever the strength thing is. All right, so this guy gets what, 5? First guy.
Yeah.
So he's out of it. So I'm gonna say you knock him out. I think is gonna be the thing.
And then 3 to the second guy.
Where's the knockout button? That's fine. Little token there for him knocked out. And the second guy's gonna take, what was it?
3. And then I have my bonus action. And so as I kick him in the face, as I'm falling down, he grabs his head and he tries to slam his forehead down into the clay of the potted plant for another unarmed strike.
All right.
17.
Yeah, that's a hit. What's he do?
6.
Yes. The guy cracks his head, cracks his face on this potted plant, and the guy goes down as well.
And as soon as he's down, he folds the fork back up into his apron and he grabs both of them, and then he's gonna try to hide them in the bushes, basically, like any foliage that's in this little kitchen courtyard. It's over now. I won.
Okay. There should be something coming out of their ears. It should go into something. If you can grab the thing that it goes into, there should be some numbers on the back of it, like belt side.
Oh yeah, do I see such a thing?
You don't.
I don't see that. Maybe they did. Could they keep it in a different place?
You pat them down.
They have headpieces in?
You don't find any headpieces or radios on them.
Any cell phone?
You beat up the wrong people.
They punched me first.
Well, get somebody else to punch you.
All right. Probably. People seem to like to do that for some reason, so it shouldn't be hard.
It's a mystery.
Okay, back up to the scene in the Starry Salon. Let me clear the turns here. Victor invites you, Jace, to the trophy room. Kind of like beckons you over. It's more inviting you to go in front of him as a kind of like, let me feed and.
Yeah. And I'll start to go and kind of walk away from my love, who I know is scoping out other people, and do that whole like.
I imagine I was hired. Like that.
Yeah. And you're like, come on, with me. You know the deal.
I'm an escort.
Do what you fucking paid for. Anyway, where are we going, Vic?
So you go inside the trophy room.
He didn't pay you, I did, okay?
I'm going to give you, I don't usually do this, and it's not actually hard baked into the rules. I'm going to give you a point of inspiration for just that comment.
Hey, I'm in the role right now. I'm method as fuck.
Yeah, you keep that, and use it when you need some more deception stuff. In the trophy room, along the windows and that, the way the window juts out there, we call them a spigot. No, it's not a sash window. We call it like a bench seat window or like a Victorian window. Anyway, it's got the buffet all laid out in front of you.
Is the bodyguard following?
Oh yeah, like the bodyguard is literally in the space behind Victor. He's like 5 feet behind
Okay.
at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So they head in, and Victor starts talking to you. He's just like, "So how is the import-export business?"
Oh, well, business is good, Victor. I know you don't want to talk about business till later, really, but yeah, I mean, if you have any kind of product that you would like to move into any country, I have ways to get there.
He's distracted slightly by the fact that he's taken some caviar on a little biscuit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like spitting it out as you speak, like.
And while this is all going on and they're talking, I'm gonna, slide on over to the. I have my little clutch with me. Slide over to the bodyguard and be like, "Excuse me, monsieur, could you direct me to where the powder room is?"
Oh snap! Did the person who made this map put toilets in?
They didn't, but there's gotta be one in this place.
I think they did. That's minging. Okay, what wasn't I using?
They never put bathrooms in maps. It's the worst.
No.
Yeah,
And
just
I went to Strahd's castle.
I did when I made that facility on that kill team thing. I put some fucking toilets in there.
Can't have toilets.
All right.
gotta have to.
Yeah.
He points you towards the yellow library,
Mm.
which is now the restroom because
It makes sense though. It's the yellow library.
It
Yeah,
does.
library.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. Okay.
I'm like, merci, and cop the feel a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm trying to sleight of hand the box out of his pocket.
Oh, okay. Sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me sleight of hand. What is this going to be against passive wise?
I'm trying to be very distracting with my.
Is this going to be against like passive perception? Someone who
Probably.
runs Fifth Ed more help me.
Yeah, no, it'll be passive perception.
13.
All right. What was that?
13.
Oh. It gets caught slightly
Oh.
as you pull it out of the back of his trousers.
Just grab his ass.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Just cop a feel.
And yeah, you style it out. You cop a feel. And as he turns to you and he's like, with a mixed expression of nice and whoa, no, not now. Not now. What the fuck are you doing? Not saying anything.
Do I notice his reaction?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And I'm just going to lean over and be like, listen, if you don't direct her to the powder room, she's going to get lost in this maze of a house. I didn't pay her for,
So as he's distracted by that and the fact that you've also managed to maneuver your like silhouette to just disguise what you've just done as well, you manage to grab and then subtly unclip the earpiece. So you've got the little base unit. It's about cigarette pack kind of size. Little black electronic thing with a mini jack in the top.
Yeah.
It's got a little like dial on top and some frequency thing on the screen.
Nice. All I needed the numbers off the back of it. Also, Neville, Jace, Renee, Theo just fought people. Have fun.
Fuck. Excuse me.
So at this second, Victor's just like, and he's shouting at whoever is around. There's like a timid server on the other side of this wall who just kind of glances around the corner and gets a full tirade of like, what the hell is this food? This is disgusting. I want to see the chef, and starts storming out of the room.
Victor, it was better on your clothes. Looks like.
All right. So he is going to head back out towards the scullery. Is anyone going to follow him at all?
Is the guard definitely escorting me to the powder room, like the yellow library, as I now like to call it? Okay.
No, the yellow library. No, he is like, oh, off he goes. Like he is still in his prime.
In that case, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of just flash it to the camera, the back of the thing, and then try to slip it back into his pocket as he walks by.
Okay. I need another sleight of hand check,
Okay.
please. This is going to be DC 15
Ooh, okay.
because it's a quick ass maneuver.
Can I
Uh-huh.
give an assistance with this?
Sure.
I'm just gonna yell, Victor, where do you want to meet after the service? I just want to try to stop him even for a second.
Okay, there's a second where he's like he swivels on his point, and his bodyguard almost like goes up into him, and he says kind of over the shoulder, he's like,
a following distance, man.
Yeah. You say under your breath. He's like, he's still quite angry. He's just like, I fucking told you, I'll see you all in the billiard room.
All right.
I clicked it again.
Give him hell, Vic.
All right, so get again.
Assist.
26. You've got more than enough time for this bullshittery to.
I like adjust my coat, swivel, let the camera scan the back. I just turn the whole device around and then back in the pocket, and while walking past both of them as they've paused at the doorway to go to the yellow library.
Sure. So you should be able to like move your token around to where you want to go. Go head in the direction you want to go, either if that's through the central hall or through the joyous corridor.
Ooh.
But
the joyous corridor. That's a new direction.
Yeah. Through the I can't even pronounce that one. Raquel room.
Raquel. I don't know.
Whatever. And Chappie, you're able to freeze frame this little kind of swipe she's done over the camera to get you the frequency that they've got going on.
Oh shit! And then everybody would just hear.
So as you can, I think with like military radios in the way Weird Armor 3 way that I know these weird things. I think you can with like the radios you've got. I'll say that you are able to actually dial into 2 frequencies at once, so you can listen in on a channel, and you can broadcast and listen on another. If you wanted to broadcast, I think it's like an alternate broadcast button or something, but like for the sake of the kind of gameplay and the
just dropping eaves.
Yeah, if you want to, if you can now speak and listen on 2 channels. You've got their channel and you've got your channel.
What all he's doing now is he is trying to identify every member of the guard force, mafia, anybody that's armed as they're relaying, I'm assuming, back and forth to one another. Everything's good on the south side, and then he's going to mark where they are. And then he wants to get a location on the bride.
Okay. I am going to move you all over to the 2nd floor on the map. So you're not actually there yet yourself, but I'm just marking this for Chappie and for essentially all of you. So in the bottom right-hand corner, we've got a guard on that ladies' corridor. And you also get the impression of there being a guard, maybe more, on the west side. So I'll give you one at the top of that Lord's bedchamber just below there. And I would like you to roll Infiltration for me. So it's a wisdom-based skill if you don't have it in your custom skill list. And this will give you an idea of, based on radio chatter, where you think the bride is.
Okay, so I don't have infiltration as a skill. I have espionage, but that's not. It's a wisdom-based. So, do you want me to just roll straight wisdom and proficiency, or
I could give you espionage. Infiltration is more about like casing places and figuring out layouts and how to get in and out and stuff. So it would be more appropriate here. But because this is like listening to information, piecing information together from various kind of clues that you've got, I'll give you espionage.
Yeah, I have tactics too, if that's plays.
Oh, okay, cool. All the skills. Roll the proficiency. Roll with proficiency. This is going to be wisdom based.
Where are they?
All right. So you think you've got a lock on the bride in the ladies' wing, the ladies' bedchamber on the southeastern side.
He relay all this information, and then what also he's trying to do is, if he can identify just from radio chatter, and he's going to start eliminating bedrooms until he figures out where they're putting our target. So he's just going to do process. It may take a while, but he's just checking.
Yeah, he might have to change his suit now that it says carrier spilled all over him.
Exactly.
So he will be in the Lord's bedchamber in the northwest side of the 2nd floor.
By the way, everybody, I have an idea on the toxin, just so you know.
I have a few. I'd love to hear yours.
Pull Q.
You guys can chat if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Wants us to meet in the billiards room. Let's have a friendly game.
Friendly game. Makes sense. Sounds good.
You know.
Bedchambers, northwest corner, Lord's chamber, into the Lord's hallway, basically directly above you all right now.
Good to know.
Okay,
Excellent.
so
Oh, basically directly above me right now, he says. I want to look at the ceiling. I'm an infiltrator. Is there any, servants' corridors around here? What do I see in this hallway?
It's like we're right next to a staircase.
Yeah, does that lead right up to the second story?
So that itself is like in the gun room?
Just this one right here.
Yeah. So that, from the map that you've had with the intel that you've gathered before coming onto the mission, so that is the little secret door from the gun room into that tiny corridor, and that is the one that leads down to that like weird culty,
Okay.
like churchy area.
Okay, I'll make note of that.
So glancing through into the gun room, you can see the kind of like evidence of a like secret door. There's like a few bookshelves, the old pull on Agatha Christie, and like it comes apart, kind of thing.
All right, I'm gonna go to the powder room then. Whoop. And is there anybody else in the
Yes.
yellow library?
Yes, you see patrolling the corridor, a little thuggaroo, another one of those, as he like passes you by as you're walking up there.
And I'm gonna check out the billiards room while she's doing that.
Cool.
Just have a look around.
There is another guy in there too, another one of these thugs. He's sat down in one of the chairs, and when you enter, he's like just on his phone, just texting. He's like, kind of stands up, puts his phone in his pocket.
I feel safer already. And just like walks past, like just over. Basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of do that whole thing where I'm looking at the pool table and I'm like checking the balance, like making sure it's level, making sure there's no shit on the felt, and I'm gonna go over like I'm a pool shark. And basically what I want to do is look at all the pool cues he has on the wall and try to see if I can discern the one that is used the most, which is probably the one that he uses.
Sure. All right. Yeah, you totally do.
Sam, while all this is going on, can I dirt box his cell phone that he was texting on?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anytime that I would say then through to Jace, if you need a distraction, I got you.
All right, what do you got for me?
I could let him know that his erectile dysfunction medication is available for pickup.
Well, excuse me while I pull out this hard stick and say okay.
Yeah, so the guy was sexting someone at home. Yeah, for sure. Lindsay got it.
This will be good news then.
Neville is, just as he's about to go downstairs, he heard all that over the radio and realizing he doesn't need to go back downstairs anymore. And he's going to head towards where Theodore is after he just said he had a fight. So he's like, right.
Sure, okay. So I want you to place yourself just in the kitchen storage area, because just as that's all been happening with the other guys, just as you get to there, you see what's his chops Victor come through this doorway, and he is on a frog march towards the scullery.
Oh, I get out of his way, just like up against the wall.
Cool.
Out of his way.
Yeah, he frog marches into the scullery, and you can just hear a shouted conversation between him and the chef.
Okay. I'm going to go back into that corridor and listen in.
All right. You are just behind the bodyguard at this point.
Yep, that's fine.
The rest of the servers are kind of very shyly mingling around as he berates this chef in French about, like, what is this caviar? It is disgusting. You are an absolute joke. I thought you'd fix the supplier. The chef's shouting back at him, like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I'll just get one of these idiots to go down and get a better batch if you want. We'll find something. It's good stuff. and it's like you can see the chef. She's like this close from just being like, you have no fucking palate. Like, don't even fucking try. But she's just holding back.
Okay.
And so.
Okay. All right, no problem. I'll remember that, and then I'll make my way back to I'll make my way to the kitchen's courtyard where Theodore is. So,
okay.
Right here.
Yeah. Theodore is just stood in this courtyard. It's Don. How is he stood? Because what I'm thinking is you don't immediately see these two guys in the bushes.
Right, yeah. I think when Neville walks in, Theodore is just putting his finishing touches on hiding these two guys, and he can't quite get the larger one's body like into the bushes, so he's like dragged one of the potted plants over, and he's picked it up, and it looks like probably to Neville, as Neville's coming in, he's about to bring it down on top of this guy's head. He's holding the plant, and that's how Neville sees him.
Neville will just stand there, just... Theodore?
Oh, yes.
Are you
What?
done here?
Quite done. And he puts the potted plant down in front of the guy's head, but he doesn't smash his head.
Yeah, just as he's like...
Are you all right?
Fine. How are you? Are you okay? Are you well?
I think they might have broken one of my ribs, but it's fine.
Would you like me to take a look?
Can you do it quickly?
Can I do it quickly, Sam? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll do it quickly then. Sure.
All right, and he like pulls down his apron and rolls up his shirt.
All right.
Yep.
So to show this little bit off, I'm gonna say that you can take a rest here. It's not going to be the whole like hour short rest that is defined in the rules as written.
Oh goody.
You can take a short rest here, and essentially, Don, you can spend some hit die, and what the medic will do, Tom, is you will also give him I think a D6 bonus.
It's 6, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Can one of y'all fit into one of those uniforms? You just hear over the radio.
How tall is Neville?
Neville, he's not particularly tall. He's about 5'6".
Lucky there was that short guy that you described earlier.
I mean, he could.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that anyone's going to buy me being a bodyguard. When I was younger. What's the hit dice for martial artist?
Oh, you should be able to just click hit die on your character sheet.
Oh, it's already set up. Perfect.
Yeah, you click hit die. It's already on 2.
And then I gain a D6 on top of that.
Yeah.
That's gonna heal me all the way.
Nice. So
he
shuffle
kind
that
of like
there.
he takes out a little bandage from his it's kind of like a whole wrist thing. It's kind of like a pad, and things just come up, and he kind of puts it around and tightens in. As it tightens, the bandage kind of contracts a little and holds it into place. And then
that's nice. What is that, like cooling? A cooling pad, heating pad?
Oh, these are very expensive bandages, so don't waste them. And he takes out a notepad and writes it down and puts it in his.
All right. Well, and he tucks his pants back, or his shirt back into his pants, and pulls up his apron. All right. So.
So do you want me to get into his uniform?
Right. Yes. I'll keep watch.
Okay. So this short, somewhat rotund, balding gentleman starts putting on these. He gets out of their clothes and starts putting on the guard's clothes. Did the guard have a gun?
No.
He doesn't have any.
You find a knife on him, though.
I'll take it. Is it similar to the knife I currently have?
I mean, it's good, like, with the same stat-wise, yeah. It's combat knife.
Well, if it's the same, I'll just keep my knife. But I'll just get the uniform up. And how do I look?
Are you leaving him naked, or are you putting your clothes on him?
Well, I left him.
Really confuse them if they find them.
Not that you make them both naked.
It'll look like a guard beat up another service staff member. and they beat each other up.
Well, I could leave the clothes
And then
next.
fell behind some bushes.
It's gonna take a long
You
time.
could leave them out.
to put everything
You just
on. It's
Make
gonna...
them
sprinkle
both
some crack on
naked,
'em.
and then throw them in the bushes, and then have the clothes strewn nearby. Just
Oh.
They are already in the bushes.
we have to put one's arm around the other one. Make it, things
Okay.
happen.
They look like they passed out after a passionate. Well, anyway.
Exactly.
Well, they have many
Things got a little
cuts
too
and
rough.
bruises, and I'm pretty sure a few
Well,
broken
that's
bones.
what happens when you do it outside. No.
It's a wedding.
Okay, so
Things
he
happen.
picks up one arm and puts it over onto the other, and just leaves it there. Yes, it's done. It's
Oh,
done.
we should make that one spoon the other, and he
Oh,
turns.
yes,
this-
excellent.
Well, I will leave that to you, Theodore. I'd leave that to you.
He's very particular about positioning. All right, I think we're done.
Why don't,
These
Why don't
guys
you guys-
just come to?
why don't you guys leave a note so that people will understand what
Take some-
exactly is going on?
Yeah.
Guards will be too
Oh.
embarrassed.
Take some pictures. You can blackmail them later.
Ah,
All right. This is getting a bit timey-wimey. So, Pruitt, I would like to know what you're actually up to in the billiards room. I assume you're gonna lamp the guy with the pool cue.
No.
Oh no! Not yet. No, not yet. I think my cover is perfect. I have a meeting with him later and everything. I want to just see if I can discern which pool cue is used the most. Ergo, the one he uses, his favorite. Because I'm looking for possible poisoning vectors.
Uh-huh.
Sure. The thing is, he doesn't live here. This is going to be just like a wedding venue. This is going to be rented for the weekend.
Shut
Oh,
up.
never mind. Sorry, I misunderstood at the beginning. I thought this was his house here.
Mm-mm.
Well, never mind then.
So
that
to answer your
case-
question, pool
But
cues
yeah,
kind of.
definitely get that text message to the guard, and then now that Neville has a guard's uniform, he can take the billiards room guard. We can have 3 people in there when it comes time to.
I think it's true to say, yeah. I think it's also true to say that with these pool cues, there's 3 or 4. There are always 2 that are just used, though, aren't there? There's always just 2 that everyone goes for.
Yeah, there's the straight ones and then the ones that are warped. So he will take down the pool cues and start rolling them across the table, checking to see which ones are the most ready to be used, and he will sit those to the side so that later on he knows which ones to go ahead and just grab.
Yep, cool. And then Lindy, were you up to anything particular?
I'm in the yellow library. Is there anyone else in the yellow library?
No. So you're
Perfect.
at the
I
counter.
noticed that there's a window in here.
Yep. Yeah. Frosted.
Um,
There is a window.
Can I open it?
Yeah, it's just one of the shutter ones. You can
Okay.
open up.
Is there a patrol of guards outside walking around the building?
I mean, there should be, but I haven't got many on the map.
Okay.
So in the distance, there are a couple of guys.
Okay. Is there ever a point in time when they're not visible from here?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Do you need a
Excellent.
distraction?
No, I was just seeing if I could, if it'd be possible to go up to the second story potentially. In my fancy dress, real quick, if we needed to. I think we're gonna get him in the pool room, so I'm not gonna mess around with his stuff currently.
Yeah.
Unless you want me
so
to go
yeah.
poison his stuff while he's, yelling at the chef.
So this is a good point to really consider. So who has the stuff? So who has the nerve agent? Or is it all back in the van?
I was thinking probably Neville, considering he
I think it's the medic, right?
has
Okay.
chemical
Yeah, he-
background.
Basic
He probably would
first
be
aid
best
knowledge.
to handle that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to get hack into that guard's phone that's in the billiards room and have him leave so that Neville can take his place, and we have 3 people in the billiards room later.
I can get him out.
Well,
Says over. I can get him out.
no good.
I will head over to the billiards room, dressed as a guard, and relieve him, and
Yeah, but
tell
that-
him to go have a break.
When Neville comes in, I'm just gonna be like, ugh, another one, and I'm gonna leave.
And
So I
I'll
get
come
out.
out of the powder room at that time and be like, oh, good.
All right. Yeah, you want to move all your tokens, set this all up for me?
Yep.
All right. So you're going to try and relieve him, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna just head in and go. Shit. As I pass with Jace, I nudge in and goes, "What language was he speaking?"
Did I recognize? Did he ever speak a language? I didn't talk to him. That's the thing.
He did speak.
What's
He
he
spoke.
texting in?
Well,
What's
he
texting
spoke.
him?
He's texting in Russian. He spoke to you in Russian.
Russian.
I don't speak Russian. Tell me what's Russian for
Just
you
call him Asuka and then run away.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That means bitch.
What are we doing? What's our plan here?
Tell him the boss isn't happy with him texting his girlfriend on company time and that he needs to go somewhere where there's less people in the back.
That is a very long sentence to say in Russian. Could you
Just
shorten
say-
it?
Yeah, he would just say, no sexting, get out.
Okay,
In
I will go
whatever
in
that is for Russian.
and say, no sexting, get out.
Yes. All right.
This short, portly man.
I need to roll intimidation for me.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Oh, come on. That was good.
You're being given the words to speak. It's
Oh.
coming. It's literally coming out
That's
as
the sexting.
no sexting. Get out.
Oh,
like
no.
bad Arnie.
It is. Oh, no, 4.
Fuck.
The guy starts fast talking you in Russian. He's pointing at his phone, like, and pointing at you and pointing at his phone. Through the Babel interface back at the van, this guy is basically like, "How did you know I was doing that? What the fuck? Like,
Okay, so
have you got into
this
my
is-
phone? Like,
this
what's
is what-
going on?"
Just say "niet" a lot. Just say "niet" a lot and wave your hand and walk
It's
out.
there. I'm
From-
gonna.
From his whoever he was sexting, I am going to sext back to him. So I am going to read what wherever they had advanced in their sexting geography, this will be the next sex that comes in. So if they had advanced somewhere, Chappie's gonna take it to the next place. So
Okay. And Neville's gonna basically kind of like point to the ceiling to indicate cameras. Even if they're not there, he's gonna try and persuade him that there are hidden cameras.
Okay, this is your last shot, man. It's your last shot. We need to roll deception for me.
Oh no.
Not that we can take him out. We're in the
Believe.
hallway.
12?
that's a strong 12.
That's
Yeah.
very strong 12.
It's a strong 12. Yeah, and he like looks up at the corners. And he's like, "Oh." Yeah, and he starts to head out of the room. So you're all crowded around that corridor. Like there's four of
no,
you.
no. I think when we know that the guard's headed out, she's just gonna be doing her hired lady thing and just have Jace pinned to the wall,
Yeah, we'll just be like making out.
taken out. Yeah.
Okay,
Chappie's
and-
going to continue to sext.
Okay, sure.
So, you know.
And Don, you're like behind that wall in the gaming room.
Yeah, what's in the gaming room? What is that?
These are tables set out for cards.
Okay.
There are all the usual like really pedestrian board games out there. Like there's like a French Trivial Pursuit, and there's like Monopoly. That's like a really old copy. Like so, there's a few things on the shelf. But it's mostly cards.
All right, and if I peek around the corner after the guard passes, are there other guards going up and down this corridor?
There is one other guard. Yes, he is at the top at this point in time.
Like
Just
in
hanging
front
out
of the
by the
dining
gun
room.
room. Yeah.
Mr. Crowley used to be out dressed as the help, no?
Yes.
Perhaps you could have refreshments here on standby, private waiter, for the meeting.
Go into.
Do we
How
know
will I get past the guard to the dining room, though?
Just take something off a table somewhere.
Oh, I have an idea. And he picks up a mousetrap, the board game that's set out on one of the tables with all the little pieces on it, and he just kind of starts ambling out into the hall, turns to the right towards the guard with mousetrap in his hand.
The guard that's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not gonna. He's just approaching him. fun party. Would you like to play Mousetrap? I haven't played in so long. You look like my grandson, Bobby.
Jace laughs through a makeout session.
He's just approaching him, at a normal old man pace with Mousetrap in his hand.
Shout out to my waifu, right? My wife, who has literally messaged me on Messenger going, "Are you playing Spy the Porno? What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, basically, yeah. Okay. Don, who are we trying to dupe here? The guy who is literally just in front of you, or the guy at the end of the corridor?
So wait, one of the guys left, right? Like he left, he walked out of the room.
He's right there. I've not moved him anywhere.
Oh, okay. So no. I wanted to wait to do the Mousetrap until he's walked away.
Okay. He will fuck off this way through the music room.
Okay. That's when he turns the corner.
And then as Greg's tagged him as well, I will move him. He won't stay there. I'll put him. He's walking out towards the front door, but for the purposes of how long this is, I could kind of leave it there, I think. All right. So you're heading up to the guy at the top of the corridor. You guys are making out in the corridor. Tom has landed himself in the billiards room. And that means that the only person left is Chappie in the van. Right, cool. Don, what's the deal here?
Well, you look like my grandson Bobby. We used to play Mousetrap every Sunday after church. He's just getting closer and closer.
What language are you speaking?
English.
Cool. All right.
Because the last time he tried to relay information from Chappie, it did not go very well for him.
I'm sorry, but there is nothing more terrifying than an old man slowly staggering up a corridor going, "Hello, Bobby. Would you like to play
Mousetrap?"
Oh, God.
There's just this random couple making out in the hallway next to the powder room.
That's normal, though.
Yeah.
Sam,
But it's like they don't even notice the old man. Just
Yeah.
This guy at the end of the corridor, is he wearing a earpiece?
No.
Shit.
He's
You're
got
on
a
your
phone
own.
though. We've got a brown box. Maybe he has a phone. I don't know.
It's a dirt box.
You need some help, Theo? I'm just gonna kind of go to nibble on Renee's ear and just be like, "You need some help? We can step it up down here to distract him."
Theo winks, but you can't. But he's turned his back is to you, so you can't see.
Silence is approval. Okay. And Jace slams Renee up against the wall across the hallway, and moves like he's making some moves. Things are about to get really heated. I just want to be over the old man's shoulder. That's all I'm trying to be right now.
Okay, we have officially moved into porno now. We have
Hey,
officially.
clothes are still on, okay?
Now we're
This
around
is
in the
still
base.
PG.
Fine.
Soft core.
PG-13.
NC-17.
I've got no idea what to ask for here. Do you know what? Okay, the guy is not staring at you, Don. He's staring at the couple at the end of the corridor.
Slip into
Fuck.
Expect to get under that shirt.
Can I get right in front of him?
Yeah.
It's just Bobby. He wasn't very good. I used to tell him so all the time. I hoped one day he would get better, but he never did. He was an incredible disappointment. And then he is going to slam the board game that's split down the middle, so it folds, so that all the pieces come together. And he's going to basically try to book him right in the face with an. Can I call this an unarmed attack?
Yeah, and I'll give you advantage for the guy having no idea it's coming.
All right, great.
Boom. Spies like
Mousetrap
us.
Face.
7 mousetrap damage.
7 mousetrap damage. Amazing. All right, I'll play it to the rules. All right, so you give him a really bloody nose. His nose basically explodes as you smash this board game into him. He backs into the door that's just behind him, but he's still just about going. Let's roll initiative and see if you get the
drop on him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, maybe,
Yes.
because he scored a 4.
All right.
Should Jace and I roll?
Are you guys jumping in?
Go on, why not?
Oh, sure.
Click your
Yeah.
token, and then roll initiative.
I think I do this the most often.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Not like these losers. Don, you with us? I don't see your.
Oh yeah, because I did it wrong. Yeah, I gotcha.
What were we just saying?
Doo-doo-doo.
Theodore's just not going to have the initiative because he can't find his initiative at all. He's still talking about Bobby.
Yeah.
Have you stolen that from my Sky Chasers thing?
No, it's just too good of a name for a grandson.
That's fair.
It
All
is
right.
your grandson's name though, isn't it?
It is.
Son.
Bobby Jr.
Bobby Jr.
Yeah. Okay, so it's put you at the top, which is cool. But basically, you and Lindsay have got the top spots.
I'll let him see how he handles it.
Yeah, smack him
Okay.
again.
Yeah, so
He's teetering on unconsciousness, so.
he's teetering on unconsciousness. I've just smacked him with the board game. I drop the board. I catch that long piece that you put the mousetrap on top of. The mousetrap goes down it at the end if you win. And I'm just going to try to jam it right into the soft spot of his neck.
Cool. You try to kill the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Theo's performing a tracheotomy.
And he does
So-
indeed. Yeah.
And basically, I'm trying to hit him so that like he can't cry out right before he dies.
Cool.
So he goes
And
right for the neck.
yeah, nice. You do so. So it's like that, and like nothing else comes out as he like slumps onto your arms.
Just like Bobby. And he grabs him and starts to drag him back down the hall. Where should I put him?
There was a powder room. I think there's a
Christ.
fireplace in the billiards. We could just put them on the toilet in the powder room. Just pull the pants down, close the stall door. They'll never know.
Yeah, it would probably be the best thing. Taking a
all
little
right.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I better cover up this wound, and he'll get like that like server towel that he has in his thing. He'll tie it around his neck and then loosely.
All right. You plonk him on here where you want to leave him. And I'll.
In one of the bathroom stalls in the yellow library, pants down. So it looks like he's just sitting there.
Yeah. All right.
Taking his sweet time.
Down there just for a sec. All right. So that's the 4 of you there. Chappie's all right in the van. Let's see what else is going on here.
Chappie, can you glean what our main man's favorite drink is?
Sure.
So
When
might
he gets
be
close to him, I have to be able to hear him or see him.
Can you not just
Can you
tell it?
have the footage from when we were in the same room earlier?
I could. Was he drinking?
Sure, why not?
Yes, I can absolutely do that.
Roll me espionage. Let's give it a quick
15.
Nice. All right. It's vodka, of course it is.
It's vodka. I was gonna say.
I
Vodka,
mean,
straight
I
up.
want to be sure.
Check, double check.
Specific brand of vodka, probably one that we actually don't know anything about. That's like some incredible Russian brand they actually have. So some obscure Siberian vodka.
Mm.
I'll do.
I like the idea that it's like pop off from a plastic bottle. Like it's like the shittiest
Vodka.
kind of vodka. He just loves
Oh, yeah.
it.
He's a street level guy who made his way up. So yeah, he's still that's where he sticks
That's
to
why
his.
he has no sense of taste, according to their chef.
Right.
I mean, if you're drinking shit potato vodka your entire life, your taste buds are fucked.
Yeah.
All right.
There
We're
you
really
go.
the bad guy here, right?
Legit profiling the guy. Nice. Okay. So with tagging him, what I am going to say, Chappie, is that you do see he's starting to move away from the Lunar Ballroom. And actually, what you guys hear on the radio from a guard on the second floor is that the bride is in bits and she needs to see her father.
He's going upstairs, everybody.
It's the nearest staircase upstairs.
Mhm.
So he's heading through into Central Hall. I'll give you guys a chance to catch up if you want to catch up right now.
I mean, do we wait for him to come back down after he has talked to the young lady, or do we?
I was really hoping we could just wait out until the ceremony was over, but apparently the bride. This is why I'm never getting married. Ugh.
Sam,
Yeah,
could I draw the people, the guards, away from the? They shouldn't be on the ladies' side of, like, the lord and lady side of the place, just so the bride can be private. Can I draw any guards away with some type of we got a disturbance on the east side, and have them only with babble, which would give me the ability to say that.
Yeah, for sure. Roll me deception.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's do it.
Oh
We
dear.
suck so much at deception.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, there is some confusing cross chatter. So even with that, I will give people advantage on like deceiving, stealthing guards up on the second floor for now. There's some confusing chatter, but no one's moving away or anything like that.
Okay. I tried.
Do we know where the groom is?
You have not located the groom yet. No.
I can go up to the second floor. We can investigate.
Because we could maybe go to the groom and see if he can go and interrupt the bride and the father's conversation.
If you want to find the groom, where's the bridesmaid?
Well, yeah, you're probably going to find the groom in there.
Chappie, what type of guards are there on the second floor? Are they
Or
the
Clifton, or
the special ones with the headpieces, or are they just normal ones like I'm dressed as?
I've been trying to cross, match anybody that's coming from wherever they're coming from, but some of these guys don't have earpieces. So Chappie would say, if they've got an earpiece, I'm pretty sure I know there's here and there, but if they don't have an earpiece, then they're not talking, so I don't know where they are.
Yeah. Look, Greg, I'll point this out. I think it would be quite plain to you as Chappie that the guys that you have located with radios are all on the second floor, bar the bodyguard behind Victor.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to get up there in this uniform because
It's all right. It was a god statement here.
The one thing I did miss, sorry, annoyingly, is that as you went through the central hall, there were actually two bodyguard-esque guys on the stairs, like at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh.
So earpieces, professional black suit, black shirts, and all that kind of get up.
All right.
I missed that off by overlay.
He would relay this to everybody, so as they pop up on the overlay, or they make if they're identifying themselves with the cross chatter, he'll let them know, as they pop up, here's so-and-so, here's so-and-so, here's so-and-so.
Are there any on the west wing? Well,
Oh yeah, there are stairs going up from the pantry which we could use to get to the second floor. There was no guard in there when I went in there.
Is he on the second floor yet? Because if we can stop him from getting there, they won't have radios.
Well, I don't know. What's his location? Chappie, do you know where he is?
Yeah, so he's currently just at the Starry Salon, just moving into the central hall.
Starry Salon moving to the central hall. Neville, if you've got that nerve agent, now's a good time to wipe it on him.
Well, I'm nowhere near that. I'm in the billiards room. By the time I get there, I think he'll be upstairs.
Run, Neville, run.
I mean, I could. But I'm not very quick.
All right.
You're as quick as you want to be. Go, Neville. You're as quick as you think you are.
Here's an option.
Oh, yeah.
We could sneak up. Well, wait, no. Probably couldn't sneak up to the second floor.
I could sneak up to the second floor.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, you could climb. Yeah,
We could climb up there with a bottle of vodka, get caught by the guards, claim that Victor knows exactly who we are and we want to talk to him. and then share a bottle of vodka with him.
Mm-hmm.
Poison attached.
How many guards has Chappie identified on the second floor? Like, how guarded is the second floor?
Let's take a little look. So you've identified one in the Lord's corridor. You've identified one in the Ladies' corridor. Otherwise, you haven't got a fixed location on the other guards, but I will tell you from the cross chatter, there are other guards up there.
Mm-hmm.
You're not 100% sure on how many.
Okay. Well, just remembering from the blueprint, we could go up from the pantry up to the linens, and there's the window looking into the ladies' bedchamber, and I wouldn't imagine there's a guard in the ladies' bedchamber, because that would be
The only
appropriate.
problem is that the daughter is in the ladies' bedchamber.
Well, yes. Well, the father's going to the daughter, right? So we just have him there.
So those stairs that go up to the linens, and then so the other side of the linens there, where you sort of said there was a little window, that's actually a secret door.
Oh, is it? Do we know about that?
Yeah,
There's a secret door.
it's on the blueprints.
I think
I
that's
should have read
how
the
we
dossier.
strike. I think that's how we strike. I don't think there'll be a guard inside when the father's speaking to the daughter.
Oh, it's
I
true.
think
If there's
that's
only
what-
one guard in the corridor too. That could work.
Okay, so
I say we reservoir dogs this, all go in with silent pistols and.
Or we do my idea where Renee and I stumble through the secret door into the ladies' bedchamber in a heap. Then you come in with the
Wait,
pistol.
don't you? Why? Why don't we? What?
Well, we're supposed to do this secretly, right? I'm trying to get him a bottle of vodka with the dose on it.
I mean,
It could be a way of being like, so sorry, here, let's have a drink, just to call it even.
Everybody, I know I'm just the van guy, but I was thinking the easiest way to do this, go in there, poison him, put whatever's left of the poison in the caviar, and be done with it. You already coughed, everybody saw it, we can blame that chef. She doesn't seem very nice.
It's very true.
Oh.
If there's any witnesses,
I am
we
down for
kill the
poisoning
witness.
caviar.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
all right. So where?
That's a red wedding.
So wait. You want me to go to the kitchen and poison the caviar? Is
Well,
that
no. Once
But
we're done,
afterwards.
afterwards, we need to slip the vial somewhere in the kitchen in the caviar.
Just-
Oh,
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
It's a setup.
Just on your way
It's
out.
yeah,
just-
Yeah.
we're just looking for the fall guy.
Okay.
We don't have Lee Majors.
Well, I'm going to head on over to the pantry and head up and want to go up those stairs.
All right.
And
Remember, you're dressed as the guard at that point, and
Yep, that's fine.
Theodore is the one dressed as a servant.
Yep, that's fine by me. I can go wherever I want. I'm a guard. Let a servant try and stop me.
Theodore would basically be like, well, why don't you grab me and rough me up a little bit?
Okay.
Take me with you, but not too hard.
This is going to look rather weird because you're probably taller than me. But okay, I'll do my
Like
best.
athletic 70-year-olds, and you're just
Like
like,
Yeah.
his crouches
And
down.
I'm just like, come on, and I'll take
Ow.
it. To the
Oh,
pantry.
you're so strong.
Yes, you like that, don't you?
No.
Okay. And I'm going to take him upstairs.
Pruitt, if you just like run along with them.
Are you coming
I
with
thought
us?
we were all going upstairs.
We are.
Yeah.
We could,
Okay,
we
cool.
could slip, we could sneak behind him. Like, ooh, that's...
Cool. All right. Yeah. You don't meet any resistance through the housekeeper's quarters or wardrobe, so like you just kind of head on in, sneak on by. Lindy, you can move up there as well if you like, and then let's all chuck you up onto the second floor and pop you all down there as well in the linens.
Linens.
So yeah, we can pop through there, and then there's the secret door into the linens chamber.
That's true.
Pop yourselves all down there on the old token chingies. Yeah, that's it.
Chappie, do you know if he's in there yet?
He's on his way.
Okay.
All right. So
yes,
let's say.
great.
So in the time it's taken you guys to head up there, Let's place him down.
Oh, can we hear? Apparently the bride's in pieces. Can we hear through the secret door?
Yep, she is crying.
Does it sound like anybody else is with her?
It sounds like she's on the phone.
Okay. Oh!
We're within 100
Fuck.
yards, 100 feet.
I'll give you it.
Chappie, what's going on? What's the situation?
Shh, shh.
She is speaking very quickly and rather loudly in Russian about how she's still she's not sure on the guy. The engagement was really quick. You know, it's great her dad approves and everything, but she's just not sure. She's really nervous and she's just going through it.
Okay, does she mention any other lady or guy that she was like? I still have feelings for Susan or Jim or something like that.
No, it's wholesome. She's just really going through the nerves.
Okay, I want to do this as quickly as possible. I want to go through her social media account if she has one, or the contacts on her phone. I want to see if there is like an old flame, like somebody. I'm looking for sexting. I'm following the equator of the sexting geography to see if I can go back in time and find. And I want to rediscover old lands. And as she's having this moment, this conscience, the come to Jesus moment, Chappie is going to text her using the clone of the number of the old lover to say, "Sneak out. I'm out back. You don't belong with him."
Okay, we're literally going to cross. We're literally going to cross the streams here. Lindy, who was that? What's the name of that guy that you hated on Pro Restarter's stream?
Oh gosh.
Ethan Slater.
Ethan Slater.
Oof.
Ethan Slater.
Oh, that douche.
He is a douche. Yeah.
I murdered him.
It's me, renowned douchebag Ethan Slater.
Wait, wasn't he that
I'm
child star that like had the drug addiction and never mind. Ugh.
Probably.
Yeah, and so the text goes out that he has made his way to Switzerland. He found where she was out of something of a very Shakespearean, and he's waiting just at the end of the road, but she has to sneak out because her father's men will definitely stop him from coming in. But it is time for them to start their lives in beautiful Switzerland.
He has a pair of skis just for her.
Nice.
Signed,
All right.
Ethan Slater.
Regards, Ethan Slater. Can you roll something for me? What do you want to roll?
What am I best
Deception.
at?
Oh,
It's gotta be.
What do you want to roll?
Athletics?
athletics. Yeah. No.
I mean, that's a lot of
Deception?
heavy lifting story-wise, but I don't know about that.
Roll deception and get an advantage on this for the sake of that amazing ridiculousness.
18.
All right. There's a second's pause that feels like forever as nervously you wait for her to start messaging back. And on Russian Facebook, I've forgotten what it's called, but it exists.
Single.
Yeah,
Status
you-
update.
No. Yeah.
Engaged. Single.
Single.
Right.
You get like the little chat dots, the little speech bubble comes up. So she's typing, and eventually, yeah, you get a reciprocation. You get a, I thought you'd forgotten me. You went to America to follow your dreams and all this shit.
Never.
You're my dream.
Yeah.
You're my American dream.
Let's get all together and
Like
die under the capitalist regime. Yeah. All right. So this sets you guys up for what? So how?
I don't know.
For her to sneak
I
We're
out.
trying to
don't
get
know
her-
what the point of that was.
Just trying to get the woman out of the room.
Why?
Okay.
You and I
Okay.
can come in and say, Ethan Slater's. We're here to help sneak you out.
No,
Yeah?
she's supposed to go out the back. Let her go out the back, and then when
Yeah,
her
no.
dad comes in, you'll have an empty room.
When her dad shows up, it'll be
Okay.
just his bodyguard.
From the van, and there's surveillance there. Chappie, you see her pull open a window, and in her dressing gown and like done up hair and everything, she starts climbing down.
Roll athletics.
Right. Chappie's sitting there and to himself, though. Chappie's sitting there to himself, though. I'm sure all you can hear it. This is my best work. This is my best work I've ever done. This is it. I'm not. It's all downhill from here. This is it.
I just love it.
It.
If she in the background fails and falls and dies,
I'll hide the body. It's fine. You guys.
She's got the
go.
power.
Covered up with snow.
She's got the power of love behind her.
What color hair does she have?
Blonde, of course.
Okay, excellent. That's the same color hair I have. I think as soon as she crawls out, we hop in. I put on her dressing robe. Turn around and act like I'm crying. So
they're just like a hotel dressing robe. So there's like a couple you can grab.
Just kind of like, put a towel over the head, like the hair's still wet or something,
Yeah. Perfect.
He's sitting in a chair in the corner, so that way he's not like the room's empty. There's someone in pieces, and y'all can just come right in after the guard does.
this is amazing.
Yeah, after the door shuts, we'll step in.
Okay.
This is amazing.
So so absolutely, Victor is going to head in towards her bedroom. How did you want to set things up? Just in preparation for him arriving.
There's this chair in the corner. I'm gonna be in it, facing away from the door.
Quick glance around the room. Is there like a whole bar setup, like glasses?
No. So there's the big 4-poster bed that you could like pull curtains to.
Yes.
There's a statue in the top right hand corner, and there is like a kind of little sofa like bench seat just in front of you there to the bottom right.
We gotta wait for the door to close, and then we can spring on them all at once. Because we gotta get that door closed.
Yeah, we got to get the door closed. We got to make sure he stays quiet. So I have a garrote wire that I could put around his neck.
If I'm in the chair there, the bed's right behind him. So if he comes up over here, you can.
I know what I want to do.
We should use the nerve agent on the guard.
On the guard, yeah.
Yeah.
You can go out him from the bed with the curtains drawn.
I was thinking use the nerve agent on the door handle, so when he comes in and closes it,
do that.
Then we just pummel him with so much silence.
If he dies, we don't need to pummel him, and we've done our job.
Well, that's if he dies. The pistols are a backup.
3d6 nerve agent, so
We'll
he
shoot him a
just
couple of
dies from
times.
the nerve
It's a
agent.
silent bullet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if he dies, then the bodyguard's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And I can just be like, or I can say it's too much in Russian and jump out the window.
Anyway, I'm gonna put the nerve agent on the door
door
handle.
handle.
I'm just gonna take it out very carefully and.
And then
Alright.
hide in the bed, Jace, with the curtains drawn, just in
I'm
case.
gonna go back in this room.
Necessary. Yeah.
As Neville's walking out, Theodore will comment, Neville, I didn't say so before, but you have really nice calves, very well defined. I want to position, Theodore's going to position himself perched like in the corner of the ceiling and the wall above the door. So he's like Spider-Manning up there. So they will
roll athletics.
Absolutely. This is a backup in case the nerve agent.
Yeah, in case the nerve agent doesn't work. I love this.
DC 10. Oh, all right. Because like if you were going to fail, I was going to be like, yeah, you drop at the wrong time. But sure. So you hold up there in that corner of the fireplace and the thing, ninja style, like up against like
Jean-Claude Von Tango.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be hiding in the bed with my garrote wire ready. So when he moves over to her, I'm gonna hop out just to make sure, and I'm gonna go ahead and garrote him.
All right.
By the way, did the daughter successfully climb down, or did she fall?
Yeah, I think she's running down
We
the
need
street.
to know. We need
I mean,
to.
there-
I'll take.
You don't see.
Regardless, I'll take care of it. Don't worry
Chappie,
about it.
well,
I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'm the van guy. I'm outside.
Chappie's got it.
I'll
All right.
You're the creepy van guy. You'll take care of the girl.
I got it, everybody. This is my wheelhouse.
Oh. All right. Victor asks his bodyguard to stay outside. He walks past the bodyguard in front of the door, enters the bedroom, heads over towards his daughter.
Closes the door behind him.
Close the door.
He does close the door behind him.
So.
Okay. No,
Hello?
folks. Odds. I'm going to roll a d6. Odds he uses the handle. Evens he
Okay.
doesn't. All right. So he pushes the door to with his hand on the wood. And he pushes the door and like not slams it shut, but pushes it to rather than using the handle.
Can I see through the bedding enough?
You can just about get a glimpse through the gap.
So I can see that he didn't touch the handle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he starts pleading with his daughter. What is wrong? What's going on? Etc. Etc. in Russian.
I just like you don't like turning even further away. Like,
sure.
And I wait till he gets right up on Renee.
Sure. All right. Okay.
And
he's within reach.
I'm gonna pop out and garrote him, and
right.
and just whip it over him and just be like, shh.
Yeah, and I'll turn up and then put a hand over his mouth.
All right. So I'm currently playing with some ideas about like some secret attacks or taking out people in one hit if they don't know you're there and that kind of thing. It's very spy-y, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to make an option for me here, make a choice for me. So would you either like advantage, or would you like one roll that if you hit is a guaranteed critical hit?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not trying to garrote him. Okay. I am putting the wire over him to control him.
Okay.
Because I'm still going under the assumption that we're trying to do this as stealthily as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So this is more of just if you move, that's it. It's more of just like an intimidation tactic. So, okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I was going to use my inspiration, but also I'm attacking from hiding. So I didn't know if I'd have advantage anyway. So
sure.
But yeah, if I'm attacking from hiding, I'd like advantage on the attack.
All right. Then roll for me.
All right, with the garrote.
We can just walk him over to the door handle.
Well, I mean that's good. Yeah, no, that's exactly. We're on the same page, Renee. So yeah, 23, and just literally, I'm just I pop up behind him, and I'm just
sobbing, still keeping up the crying noises.
And I'm gonna say, "There's a way you get out of this alive," and just say that into his ear.
Touch my knob.
Spy porno. Okay, so he is he's being strangled a bit. So that was your action. So because this is still technically our infiltration phase type thing. Yeah, it's not even a surprise round. We get a kind of additional thing as the infiltration thing. Everyone else is able to act at this point.
Cool. I want to start walking him over to the doorknob, because if he's not convulsing, I doubt the nerve poison kicked in. And I'm gonna keep sobbing, just just keep up the noise for the bodyguards outside.
And I'm just gonna walk him over with Renee and just and I'm just whispering in his ear that basically if he just listens to us, he lives.
We're just gonna walk out of this room. You're gonna tell your bodyguards to stand down.
I'm lying.
Just so you all know this, we just all got re-rolls as well from Sirhan. Sirhan, thank you very much.
Amazing. Just when we needed it. Awesome. All right. So yeah, I mean, he is grappled by Jace at the moment.
Cool. That means he can move still with the grapple. You can move people.
Yeah, so actually, even after attack, you can move people. So if you're moving him over to the
doorknob, and I'm gonna pick up his hand and put his hand on the doorknob.
All right, so that is essentially your action.
That's my action.
At that point. Yeah. Cool. All right. And you do so. So then I'm gonna take. So this is a DC 20 con check. She fails, which means 3d6 damage. Oof.
And he's stunned too, right?
Yeah, he's stunned.
No actions either. Don, you do have an action if you want to take one, or 10 if you want to take one. Tom too.
So how's he react when he touches this nerve agent?
It's too early to tell. So he's touched it. There's no visible signs of anything happening yet.
All right. Were we trying to not show any physical harm?
That's Jace's intent. That was the whole purpose, is do this as covertly as possible.
But he's not dead.
No.
Well, he can be smothered.
Yeah, cut off the air supply or the blood supply.
Yeah, I think Theodore is going to stay there, and he's going to ready an action to drop in case the bodyguard comes in. He wants to use his held action then to drop on him.
Can I just say, I just love the image of this 75-year-old like Spider-Man. Neville is going to head back downstairs to the pantry, was it? And he is going to covertly just leave the vial, near some caviar,
Okay.
Act as a guard, have a look around, make sure everything, but covertly leave it there.
Very cool. All right. So now is the time to, if you can quickly do it for me, roll initiative.
Sure. And he's stunned, so we get to go basically again for free, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm supposed to add my proficiency bonus to that too, so it should be.
I can change that.
5.
7.
Yeah. 7. Yeah.
Should be 7. Okay.
+5, so 7.
Pruitt, what's your
10?
Alrighty. I got that one. 10. I think we've got everyone we need. Tom, did you roll there?
Oh no, I didn't. I thought because I wasn't there.
That's cool. You're cool. I was. I was
Downstairs,
just want to make sure you weren't left out. That's
No, I'm good.
all right.
Downstairs.
Let's do descending, and then he is stunned. He's not going to get a turn here. And it's Butch Marigold. No, it's not. It's Jace. Go to first, actually.
Cut off that blood supply, the airflow.
Pruitt.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It was a work text. My bad.
No worries, man. No worries.
Yeah, it's fun with narcotics. Anyway, okay. In that case, he's stunned,
He's
hang
stunned.
on.
or is he?
Oh, he's gonna make that saving throw again?
Yes. What's gadgets? Where's the equipment? Where is the gadgets? Let's have a quick look.
Okay.
While they are stunned, at the end of their turn. So this is the end of his turn. He was at the top. So this could be the killing blow in a way. Weirdly.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I want to use my inspiration
Yeah.
because basically I'm going to go from the garrote to just a chokehold, and I want to choke him to death, and that's my goal.
Yeah, blood supply
using my
chokes to death,
inspiration.
not oxygen.
Cool. All right. So he begins to convulse as well. This isn't, and this you can tell this is not just from your chokehold. This is actually from he tenses up, and all his nerves are being kind of like heightened, and he's in intense pain as you're asphyxiating him as well. So why don't you roll with a reroll for your attack for me?
Okay, and I guess would this be just an unarmed strike or the garrote string?
Garrote string. I think it's got better damage.
Jesus. So there again, I should have been rolling for everybody today. Damn.
Right?
Okay, so 23 on that first one.
Sure. Let's see. That's 4 bludgeoning. 4. I take that 4.
Uh-huh.
And I'll add that to the 3d6 damage I'm about to do to him. This could kill him outright. Oh, that's 4. Let's take one of the 3 away. So that's 10. That's 16. Let's do 16 there. Plus your 4
20.
It's 20.
is actually that is it. That's the outright kill.
And I just slowly back him to the bed, and I put him on the corner of the bed, and just have him laying there on the corner of the bed.
What's your exfil, guys?
All right, we got to get out now.
Okay. Well, let's through the secret door and down.
clear.
Window's clear.
Window's clear.
Is there a dumbwaiter like in the linen closet?
No, there isn't. These are 2 fireplaces that are either side of you here. These kind of big black blocks here with a little shape.
Oh, okay. Can I think try to hide him a little bit longer. I want to try to stuff him up.
Shimmy?
Fireplace.
Yeah.
That's not inconspicuous, though.
Okay. I mean, okay. Because
find him.
I helped.
What if we leave a cell
technically-
phone with Renee still crying on speakerphone?
Wait a minute. technically, you want him to be found. With
Yeah,
the
no, we
nerve
want it to be
agent.
found inconspicuously, or very conspicuously, and then they track it back to
To
the
the chef.
chef.
Oh, okay. He pulls him back out of the fireplace and cleans the soot off of him and puts him back on the bed.
God bless you, Don. Cracking, following
But
through.
yeah, let's go back through the linens downstairs and just make our way outside to the van and get the fuck out of here.
All
Come
right.
on home. Van's warm.
And as you wake your way to the fan, as you open up the back, Chappie, what do we find?
Chappie's in there, and all you see is white dress. And Chappie's in there covered in lipstick as he turns and sees you all and says, "This is Ilsa." And that's that.
Roll credits. As the bride is making out with Chappie in the car.
You mean the bride of that we just killed her father? Okay. Yeah. All right.
You have to know.
All right. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Wait, you mean the chef poisoned him? It's just terrible, Elsa.
That's awesome.
You never know with dregs, right? You never know.
That's it.
That's it.
For
roll
a second
credits.
then, I thought you meant Chappie was wearing the white dress and had lipstick on.
Put
I
me
mean, I
in,
love that
coach.
too.
Put me in, coach.
Ready.
I'm ready to get there.
Amazing. Thank you all so much for playing. That was an absolute blast.
And we did it so covertly.
And we
I know.
actually complete the
I was
mission
amazed.
Had a patsy
objectives.
in and out.
It's great. This is
Yep.
a Hitman level. Solid.
That was really good. Really
Thanks,
good.
guys.
Fantastic, friends. Sam, go ahead and take us out. Everybody, please, the spy game link's going to be in chat momentarily. Back now. It is. I'm telling you, for the gadgets alone, it took me way too long to pick out 4 gadgets. It's fantastic. You have to see it. Back now.
Yeah. So the gadgets are like your magic items in a way. That's very much kind of how they're modeled. And instead of picking them up along the way, apart from the technician, it's very much of the idea that you gear up before you go on a mission. So you're able to swap out what you need, grab the gear you want, and then make amazing memories like these. So sometimes you could be offered them, like I did with like a list of stuff. Sometimes just can like have free reign, and it's be the certain kind of caliber of the mission will tell you what you can pick. But there's all sorts of other stuff there too, from like fire support with like strafing runs and like bombing runs and stuff that you can just call in, to all sorts of crazy medical gadgets and all sorts of wacky weapons and stuff too, all drawn either from spy inspiration movies and stuff or from actual like real R&D and military gear out there at the moment. So yeah, so that's that. But we are in our final 24 hours, literally the final 24 hours of the Kickstarter. This is your chance to get and back the Kickstarter. We've got all sorts of awesome stuff, mainly a Kickstarter exclusive cover. It's really a nice sleek black cover with like a silver foil stamp for the logo, looking really, really beautiful. And hopefully we can unlock some more stretch goals, including the upgrades to the GM's screen, as well as hopefully some more dice, and maybe even a supplement for you to be able to play evil supervillains just like Victor Maximovich. So yeah, back it now, please, because I want to make the cool thing. And if you back it very, very soon after, we're going to iron out the details once the Kickstarter's finished, but we should have the beta out for people really soon. So you'll be able to start playing and you'll be able to start giving us feedback on the development of the game. And hopefully we can shape an absolutely amazing kind of like reworking of 5e into the modern game and into the spy game, because it's awesome and I love spies.
Fantastic, my friend. And everybody, the link to the Kickstarter is available. Also, this is Sam. He's awesome. You can see him on Sundays on Sky Chasers right here. His son's named Bobby Jr. It's a small microcosm, everyone.
Creepy.
Awesome, my friend. Fantastic job. Love the game. Couldn't love it anymore. Let's drop down to Lindy. Lindy, how are you doing, my friend? And how did Renee's shoes feel?
That was super duper fun. I'm doing spiffy now. I feel re-energized. I had a blast. This was best packing break ever. Today was fun. I liked her and Jace's just everyone's shenanigans was beautiful. Chappie just like, oh yeah, no, I got this. And then poor Theo, never really knowing exactly where he was or what he was doing, but single-handedly just fucking up those guards. And then Neville was just not sure about anything. I loved it. It was all brilliant and beautiful. I loved it. That was so much fun. You can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, but my channel's kind of on a hiatus for the next week and a half, 2 weeks, but be back soon.
Fantastic, my friend. Good luck in the move and all that awfulness. Hopefully it'll be beautiful sunshine and rainbows whenever you are done, and you'll forget soon about this part of the process. Tom, buddy, Neville, he was the guard that shouldn't be, but a guard nonetheless. How are you doing, bud?
Oh, it was great. It was a lot of fun. It's great to be playing with you guys again. But funny enough, Neville technically wasn't a secret agent. Neville was an accountant from the accountant department, and he was sent to ensure you don't overspend because field agents have been spending too much. So he technically wasn't a field agent, and he knew basic first aid. That is all he knew.
So you were playing Ben Affleck in this one, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. And he was just lucky he didn't actually have to do anything to... All he had to do was put a bandage on, which basic first aid tells you, and pour a little...
And then put the empty vial next to the ship.
Yeah. Because if he had to do anything else other than that, he would have been knackered. Because he is basically just an accountant. Yeah. So that was Neville. But I've really enjoyed it. I love the characters. Just balmy. I knew it was going to be silly, so I decided to go full silly. So yeah, but it was great. Loved it.
Fantastic, my friend. Everybody, follow Redundant at redundant_UK on the Twitter. Make sure you follow him on the Twitch as well. Once again, 2 words: audible porn. Just show up, listen to his voice, and find your own sexting geography. It's just whatever you need to do. And speaking of sexting geography, let's go over to the man who didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Don, how's Theo? And how did you have a fun time playing the man who thought he was there to rescue his grandson or kill him again or whatever it was?
Oh, I had a great time. Theo's confused and poor. He should be retired, but the healthcare system's broken, and he lost all of his money in the last recession. So, he's just doing the only thing that he knows how to do, which is run around and kill people. So, yeah, he probably still had a little bit of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was really great playing with you guys today. It's been a little while since all of us could get together. I love the spy game. And like they said, if you haven't already backed this, please go check it out on Kickstarter's last 24 hours. I think people are going to be playing the spy game a lot. It's a really fun game. There's not a lot of good modern rule sets for 5th edition, but this is a really clear, easy to understand, easy to play, fun to play 5th edition rule set. So check it out if you haven't already. Back it, help them maybe hit another stretch goal or 2. But I'm looking forward to seeing the whole thing once it's finished. For me, upcoming next Wednesday here on this channel, May Black Roses Bloom, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's getting real close to the wire, and I'm really excited to see what is going to happen, who is going to fall, in a game that's all about corruption and trying to hold true to yourself in very dark fantasy situation. Beyond that, this Saturday, I'm on Capricorn Cross's channel doing a charity game. Pruitt will be in that. And we are playing The Witcher TTRPG, which I've not played before. So I've only read the book. So I'm excited to get to actually roll some dice and play around a little bit. And then next week, we have After the Fire on RPG Webby on Sam's channel next Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tom and I will be there with Sam and a bunch of our friends to play Game of Thrones. So that's a lot of things to look forward to coming up.
Where Greg's totally going to guess this season. Totally.
Oh, yeah.
I with bated breath, I wait. And Dawn is being too humble, everybody. Dawn started a Patreon today with a soft launch. The link is in chat. I strongly suggest that if you would like some kindness and some RPG knowledge in your life, in that order, I might add, even though he is incredibly knowledgeable in RPGs, he is greater with kindness. Back him, my friends. It is with my highest recommendation, as is the following gentleman who is falling more and more into a less than zero type of pose. Pruitt, my friend, how are you? And I'm assuming that the face fit you.
Let me tell you something. Rarely do I have as much fun as I had today. And this was absolutely phenomenal. This was back in like the wheelhouse of the movies I watched growing up. And so like I flipped through the info that you provided, Sam, and it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get my book. And so yeah, I want to play this more. Much more, and I want a full campaign, and I want the fall. I want the agency to crumble, and you have to build and pick up the pieces of it and prove that you didn't do the big thing that the whole world thinks you did. I mean, like, I want the whole experience. And so yeah, it's been great. Yeah, getting back with the Call of Cthulhu crew. Oof, man. And also a Spies of Cthulhu game would be fucking amazing. Infiltrating a Cthulhu cult, and in the modern day, come on. Anyway, I am Pruitt, one half of WebDM, and we have our advice videos on Wednesdays on YouTube. This past week was a video on fantastic beasts and how to eat them. So, check that out if you want to expand your D&D cuisine, because it's a fun conversation. And stay till the end so you can see how much I hate Dr. Pepper. It's a fun joke. Anyway, also tomorrow I'll be on Encounter Roleplay for Dread. It'll be fun to get back to that with the whole Dread crew, and like John said, on Saturday we'll be on Capricorn Cross with a little Witcher action. That'll be fun. I just downloaded the game and started playing it, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, other than that, I have my game on Tuesdays on the WebDM channel, Breath of the Fall. Come check that out for some fun Numenera action. And of course, the season finale of Cult will be on Roleplay next Wednesday. So be sure to tune in for that so you can see if I do or do not, in fact, kill Lindy's character, because she broke my fucking heart. Broke it. You broke it.
There, my friend. There. Oh, fantastic. As for me, I'm Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team on the Twitch. As for Greg, he is super duper happy to play with all of these fantastic people. Some he spent the majority of the last 24 months with. Sam, who I have had a fantastic run on Sky Chasers with. I couldn't recommend this game anymore. Like I said, it's different. It's something that's fun. It's a familiar rule set, but not too familiar, as you're able to have a lot of customization and a ton of fun. So grab your best friends, back this bad boy, and get ready to be spies when it drops. Coming up on the channel, we have Sky Chasers, 3 p.m. this Sunday. On Monday night, we have our brand new Star Trek series at 9 p.m. continuing mission, where the crew of the USS Athena NCC 1933 is trapped in a very different Shackleton expanse that's not letting them out. We'll see exactly what happens to them this week. And then the aforementioned May Black Roses Bloom on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where things are getting bad and probably will get worse, and I couldn't ask for anything more. And then furthermore, we have a couple more shows coming up this fall. The one that I will pump is, if you go over to our Discord right now, we are taking signups for our Outbreak Undead Maxi campaign. You will be playing yourself. It will be an undead apocalypse. Last year it was zombies. This year, vampires. It's a community event. Come over and sign up. Everyone gets a chance to play. It is up on Discord, friends, but I can't say anything more about playing with these folks and spending a nice Thursday with them. Thank you all for spending a nice Thursday with us. It is much appreciated. Well, there's nothing left, everybody. As the campfire goes down, there's only one thing left to say. Can't always roll nat 20s, but if you're lucky, you can always role play, especially with friends like these. See you next time.